What is up, New York Jets fans, fans of Gangrene Nation, Gotham City Football Club? Fight! All right, here we go. Okay, I can see already that my internet is a little off. So what I'm going to try to do is pull me off of the. Let me. All right, let's see what we got here. Hold on, folks. We're doing something a little different today. We're coming to you from Morris County, New Jersey, and I'm just trying to make sure everything's working out. All right, I think I have a little bit of better connection. So, in honor of the better connection, we are going to, of course, hit that Jets chant. It's a little bit different, but we're going to do our best, right? All right, now we are set to go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Sorry, I am here in Morris County, New Jersey, about 5 to 10 minutes away from One Jets Drive. I mean, I'm sure they were there today, but you need to have special passes and all that stuff to get in. As soon as you even get towards the entrance, it says no trespassing all over the place. And every time I come here, I think to myself, why not bring my daughters with me? Pull into the no trespassing area. Maybe there's a gate or something. Maybe somebody could tell me, and go. Oh, like we traveled here from the Long Island Sound of Connecticut. Maybe we can get in here. I mean, my little girls roll down the back windows. They love the Jets. I don't know. I've thought of that before, but yeah. Anyway. We have a lot to talk about tonight. I want to talk about the Jets-Seahawks game. I want to talk about this ridiculous Trevor Lawrence rumor, which is in no way would benefit the New York Jets in any way, and would be way too much. It's not worth it for a quarterback who hasn't proven anything. We have some quarterbacks on our roster. We might be getting one in the upcoming draft. Why bother? Why bother messing with that? Let's, clearly this season didn't work. We need to try something new. And going to get some a quarterback from another team clearly hasn't worked for us. So, guys, we'll talk about all this tonight. Of course, me and Maddie will be doing our picks for this week in the NFL. We'll talk about some of the Thanksgiving games. Most definitely, probably, if you want to, that ending of the Bears-Lions game. I mean, the absolute worst clock management that I have seen since Robert Saleh and Jeff Ulbrich. That was truly embarrassing. And that guy, that guy lost his job, didn't he? Anyway. All right. Because I'm so thrown off today, I wanted to let everybody know I'm about to bring in my co-host, Maddie. We're going to have fun tonight. I want you to all hit that like button, that thumbs up down below, because the more you hit that thumbs up button, the more people know that we are live on YouTube here on the Midnight Mike Show. So please, 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 if you are in here, hit the thumbs up button. It is free. If you are new, hit the subscribe button. And I'll get to these before I bring in Maddie. We already have some people coming in hardcore. We got DB94 coming in with the channel member. He becomes a channel member of the Midnight Mafia, and I have a few members-only shows that I have planned coming up, which I am very excited about. And for some reason, I can't scroll up and get there we go. And John Radcliffe with $2 coming in saying, Ohio State lost, Jets are going to lose, life sucks. Did you think anything else, John, truly? I mean, did you really? I mean, look, Ohio State, I'm not talking about them. But the Jets losing to the Seahawks is almost a foregone conclusion at this point. Am I right? This team is in absolute shambles. And the longer that they have in between games and the longer that they have time to prepare, it makes them even worse. I actually think that they were the best on a short week, but we didn't get that, obviously, this week. This game is, at this point tonight, I feel like we need to be talking about how much the Jets are going to lose by. I don't feel like anybody's coming in here. And hey, if you want to call in later tonight, we still have the intermission report. We have Mike and Maddie's top 5 coming up, and then we'll take your calls. I have no problem debating with someone who wants to make me more optimistic that the Jets might win tomorrow. Seriously, I would love that. But honestly, I feel like this is the kind of show where we all need to come in and we need to be honest with ourselves and maybe talk about how much the Jets are going to lose by. And I'm obviously not going to say anything yet, but because of that super chat, because of DB94 becoming a channel member, you guys get the Jets chant. So there we go. Jets, Jets, Jets. All right. All right, let's bring in my co-host. It is time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's add him to the stage. It's Mr. Matty. How you doing tonight, Matty?
What is up, everybody? How are you? I'm good over here.
I'm doing fine. I hope.
Good.
Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good in the comments section.
Just ready for the Jets to ruin my day tomorrow, as they will. And I will say this, though. I don't remember if you picked the same as me so far, but I'm 4-0 on the picks this week. Picked all the home teams, and I'm 4-0.
I think I did pick all the. I think we all kind of picked the exact. Yeah. Same thing.
That Bears game, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. What the ever-loving hell were they do? Oh, my God, embarrassing.
They blew that big.
Like, Jesus. I don't even have words for that. Like, how?
And truthfully,
how?
No, but Matty, truthfully, I was rooting for the Lions. And at the end, excuse me, I'm like, as a Bears fan, I'm pissed if I'm a Bears fan.
Oh, I'm furious. Terrible.
Like, you had to feel for their fans.
Yeah, like I'm sitting here going, you guys can't call a timeout? Are you morons? Like, they had a timeout.
I know.
Everything about that was just like, honestly, if I'm the league, I'm looking into this going, what exactly just happened here? Because that's a level of ineptitude on a professional scale that just cannot happen. And I honestly have questions. I'm not saying they threw the game, but at the same time, if I'm the league, I'm going to at least make a phone call and be like, what exactly were you fucking guys doing? Because the team would do this. So I don't know. I'm glad.
And we're talking a high school coach, a college coach, a peewee coach would have called a timeout. Yeah,
would have called a timeout. And I haven't won a championship on even Tecmo Bowl, so I don't know what the hell to say on that shit. But god damn, that's embarrassing.
Guys, thank you so much for coming in. I see the numbers going up. The numbers go up because of you guys. So hit that like button on the bottom of the screen. And that always lets people know in the YouTube algorithms that we are live. And I'm telling everybody right now that I am sitting in my mom's country western bar here in Morris County, New Jersey. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm about 5-10 minutes away from One Jets Drive. But I am sweating like crazy right now because this room is heated by a wood stove, and I'm just dying here, folks. I'm dying.
Pop that sweatshirt off, dude.
Pop that top off, Matty.
You're wearing a sweatshirt. I got my sweet breathable mesh.
Fair enough. Scott Foster in here, Infrared in here. I appreciate all you guys in here. Admiral Mighty Buffoon. He made his pick. He said Seattle 24, Jets 16. I think that's given the Jets too much credit.
That's way too much credit. I got Seattle by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And you know what? Hey, we might get a close game like that because we're in MetLife. God forbid we were in Seattle. Like, could you imagine?
12th man would just get us. We would just jump off sides just preemptively.
Oh, absolutely.
They'd be like, here, fuck it. Here, take your 5 yards.
No jet stream. Not going to happen, buddy. Murdoch, where are you? Why aren't you jumping in here? You're one of the guys who gets the early access to the show. So yeah. Hey, Maddie, have you heard any of these rumors about this stupid Trevor Lawrence crap?
It was one of those where I saw that and I was like, fuck, that is so, like, I literally discounted them immediately. That is not going to happen.
And why would we want it to happen?
No, exactly. Like, I mean, as dumb as Woody Johnson is, he's got to be like, nah, we're good. Because, like, I mean, you got to figure right now, the way the Jets are going, they're going to have, I would say, a top 7 pick. At least. There will probably be a quarterback in there that's worth picking up, or at least they want to take a flyer on. And they still have Jordan Travis sitting around, as well as Tyrod. And, Aaron says he's coming back next year if they want him or guess or whatever. This go get Spicoli from Jacksonville is stupid, and I honestly, I bet if Trevor Lawrence saw it, he was like, huh, no way. Like, nobody buys this crap. They're just stirring shit up because it's a slow news week because of the holiday.
Yeah, and another thing is that it's the amount of money and the amount that we would have to pay on his ridiculous contract that they gave him this past off season, and he hasn't proven anything. He hasn't proven anything in any year that he has been here.
Right, and what would we have to give up? Like,
probably a couple first-round picks.
Fuck that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't want it.
Sell that shit to the tourists, dude. Nobody's doing that. That's insane.
And I am completely okay going into next season with the Tyrod Taylor, Jordan Travis, and then another draft pick.
Yeah, I already know next season's gonna suck, but at least we expect to suck next season.
Well, the good thing about expecting to suck is if we overperform, we can all feel good about ourselves.
Yeah, we can all pat each other.
You know, and then in the process, we could see who we have for the future.
What do we have that's worth keeping around? But yeah, like
exactly.
That's what makes this season so brutal. Is if you put this team on paper or in any video game simulation anywhere else that we have right now, they'd be mopping the floor with everybody. And here we are at fucking 3-8, just booty cheek tacos all day long.
Real quick, Guillermo comes in and says, Shuli is raiding tonight. I am going to ask him to stop in since you're a Dabbleverse fan. Hey, Guillermo, if you can find a way to get him I'd love to send him a link and get Shuli on here. That would be awesome.
You two were talking about.
Shuli is a former guy who was on the Howard Stern show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he ran the newsroom, and he used to when Howard's Whack Pack would go on tour. You know, he would be in charge of kind of like wrangling them and trying to keep guys like Gary the Retard and Beetlejuice and, you know, all these guys, you know, or Jeff the Drunk.
That's the one thing I know Howard Stern is Beetlejuice. I don't know why that dude makes me laugh. I know he's dead, but like I always liked that guy. I was just like, I want to run into that guy sometime.
John Radcliffe coming in with another $2. That's awesome, John. John, look, I want to let everybody know tonight you're going to get something special because I don't want to have to keep going back and forth and back and forth. It's hard to do this and do this show from just my phone. So you guys are going to get who donate money. By the way, it's the end of the month, folks. Usually this is time where I'm trying to make like a kind of a push, like get those super chats in for the end of the month, gift some channel memberships, all that stuff, and I would love that. So guys, keep that in mind. But you guys are going to get something special tonight. I'm just going to do the Jets chant for you because sometimes I'll play it, but it's just much easier when I'm running on my phone to go Jets, 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 Jets. Remember, he says, remember, I predicted 6-11. Can they even get to that? Yeah, John, if you tell me they're winning 3 more games, I'm really questioning that. I'll be honest.
I would love to see that happen, but they're not. I suspect they're going to I think they're going to go 5-12, which sucks because it's literally the reverse of what all of us predicted at the beginning of the year. We're all like, oh yeah, 12-5, man, 11-6 at least. And now we're all like, oh, we suck again.
Well, that's the thing. It's and you know what? The Jets always, you know what, John, maybe they can get to the 6-11. And here's why, because the Jets will be just good enough to not give us a top 5 draft pick. Like that's what the Jets like to do. So they'll suck all season. We'll be miserable. And then we'll start saying, oh, well, at least maybe we can get like a top 3 draft pick. You know, they'll suck so bad we get that. But then, of course, the Jets, being the Jets, will win enough games so that we're picking somewhere between like 8 and like 15.
Yeah, we'll get that 12th pick again and be like, oh, joy.
Well, it was 11, remember.
No, I'm just
It was
saying,
an 11th. We traded.
Area, it's like, oh, good, we got the 12th pick. Yay. We can draft yet another lineman because we need him anyways.
And then I also saw people saying, I don't know who put it out. It was so ridiculous. People were coming out and saying that next year the Jets should target Sam Darnold or Geno Smith. And it's like, look, I'm rooting for these guys. Don't make me hate them again. Like, don't make me start to not like them by putting them back on the Jets.
I don't think that Sam Darnold, because I think he's a free agent this summer, would come back to the Jets. Why? That's literally like, I really miss that prison spaghetti. I think I'm gonna go commit another felony so I can go back inside. No, man, he ain't coming. Like, if either of those guys have a free or have any say in the matter, they're literally going to tell their agents, if you even talk to New York, you're fired. And I would take Sam Darnold back, but
I would. But once again, he's going to come here and get destroyed.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
people cannot be successful on the Jets, and it
No.
goes back decades. It goes back decades. You know, look at Boomer, how good he was before he got on the Jets. Neil O'Donnell before he got on the Jets. I mean, I've said this before. He had that terrible Super Bowl, but he had great years with the Steelers. Comes to the Jets, you know, look what happens. You know, and it just goes all the way down the line. I feel like the only person there, maybe two. There's two people who played worse on other teams than came to the Jets that I can think of in that position that had success. Do you know who they are?
well, then he's one of them.
Vinny's one of them.
Quarterbacks. You're gonna say that fucking idiot. The guy you always cite who played in like 2015 or whatever.
Yeah, Fitzmagic.
Yeah, you give that guy way too much credit, but yeah, I
No,
know
but no, I don't think he's a good. I'm not saying he's a great quarterback.
No, but you're right on.
He was just. I think his best season ever was that season with the Jets.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're not wrong.
You know,
it's point out, however, that your New York Red Bulls are up 1-0 in the playoffs.
I don't have a New York Red Bulls. I'm not a New York Red Bulls fan. All I know is that the shocking New Jersey Devils last night just stuck in that game and ended up beating the Red Wings 5-4. So I'm really excited about that.
I don't even want to talk about hockey, man. The Rangers are a fucking mess.
Well, we got another Capitan here of the Midnite Jury ready to come in. So let's bring him in real quick. And Adam Murdoch, what is up, my friend?
What's up, boys?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Yeah, just watching Survivor Series.
Like a live Survivor Series?
Yeah. Final match is on right now. Yeah. Yeah.
Tyron. Go ahead.
What is that, like wrestling?
Yeah, it's wrestling, Maddie.
Maddie's favorite show. No, I heard you were like, where are you? Because I was typing. I was like, yeah, but I don't usually try to come in until 9:15.
Well, I can't. Well, regardless of whether I bring you in at 9:10, 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, I can't bring you in until you're in the green room.
I know. I don't jump in until it's the time. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I understand.
So I'm watching the show, but then I'm waiting until the clock hits.
You're watching the show just wanting me to show my boobs?
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody was right. If it's hot, take it off. Show boobs. Can't ever go wrong.
No, I'm cool. I'm cooling down a little bit. Scott Foster. I was about to say channel member. He's always a channel member, but he's not. I bet he got gifted one. And guys, let's give some channel memberships. Because Scott Foster and some of these other guys, man, usually they have that little channel membership next to their name. And it's the last show of the month. So we need to make a run here. Scott Foster comes in and says, no more Tyron. Yeah, he's just put on injury, and I have no problem with that. How about you guys?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
I mean, that was a real bust.
Yeah, it sounded great at the beginning of the year, and nothing to show for it. I mean, nothing nice to say, so I won't say anything.
Yeah, well, I know I've mentioned prior that everybody was concerned that he wasn't going to make it physically up to this point. You know, we were scared about his staying on the field rather than production, but it was the other way around.
Yeah, it's addition by subtraction.
I mean, he made it 11 games. You know.
Well, that's the thing. It's like at the beginning of the season, we all would have killed for that. We would have all killed to have Tyron go 11 games. But then you look at his production, and you're like, well, another bust. How many guys did we bring in this season? Mike Williams, Aaron Rodgers, Tyron Smith. I mean, it just keeps going. Greg Zuerlein, who we all thought these guys are going to be money, and they've been a complete disaster. It's typical Jets fashion. Absolutely.
Can't blame him for making those moves. You know,
that's the thing. That's what I said. I think all of us can agree. I mean, firing Joe Douglas was like just basically giving him vacation at the end of the year because he wasn't going to come back anyways. But Douglas did his best to get the Jets everything they fucking needed. And I mean, what else do you want from the guy? Revamped O-line? Done. All right, we need another wideout? Done. We need another wideout? Done. Like, I'm not mad at Joe Douglas, and I wish him absolutely the best when he goes to probably Green Bay or wherever the hell he goes. Because everyone seems to go to Green Bay when they leave us.
Or the Vikings.
No,
Like
he'll
I can
go
picture.
back to a former team.
Yeah.
Johnny boy, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? I assume that there's another episode of Jets Worldwide tomorrow, so everybody check Johnny boy out there. And I think Infrared's being a little, sarcastic here, saying that we're winning by 100 tomorrow because the Jets couldn't score 100 in a season. I don't think.
No, it's booty cheeks. Just booty cheeks, and it's embarrassing. And like I said, this I honestly can say, and I wonder if you guys feel the same. This is the worst Jet season I've ever had.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
It's not even. I mean, I said that before Thanksgiving. Like, holy crap, dude! What a letdown. I mean, it's just miserable. This team pisses me off so bad.
Maddie, before you came in, I think I saw you commented on this. Everybody who's watching now, please hit that thumbs up. Just to let everybody who's watching who's new know, this isn't my normal surroundings. Usually I'm in my studio on the Long Island Sound in Connecticut, but right now, Morris County, New Jersey, in my mom's country western bar. I'm still here for Thanksgiving, and we are about 5-10 minute drive away from One Jets Drive. And I was saying earlier in the show that they have as soon as you get near the entrance, it says no trespassing all over the place. But I'm assuming when you drive into One Jets Drive, there's probably like one of those little booths that you would have to pass through to that they would maybe raise or lower. Yeah, and I'm thinking if I just go in, I don't think they're going to just arrest me. And I was going to kind of go in with the excuse like, hey, I just wanted to see if we could see the building and like we could take a picture of the girls, even if it's from behind a gate. With the building in the background and kind of use the girls. What do you guys think? You think they would let us take a picture or even get a chance of getting in?
You could ask.
I mean, it's an 8 and a 4-year-old, and they're adorable.
I think if you bring that headset, they might ask you if you can coach.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, fair enough. They would need me.
Can't get worse.
Yeah, I mean, you could always ask. I mean, what do you got to lose?
I mean, and to be fair, Murdoch, you're not the first. You're not the first person to tell me that the Jets should at least hire me to come in and talk shit to the team when they're playing bad.
I usually on Twitter.
Yeah.
You released a rant. I went on Twitter. I don't know if I tagged them too. Like, hire Mike to come talk shit to your team about being terrible. That was a good one.
Yeah, Dave comes in and says, at least the Jets aren't alone. Bears and Giants are unstable as well. But that's the thing, Dave. I don't want the Jets to have company. If the Jets are going to suck, I want them to suck and get a good draft pick. But like as of right now, the Giants, the Panthers, the Jaguars, the Patriots, the Bears possibly. There's probably another. We're looking at like maybe 6th, 7th, 8th pick. That's not good. We have a shitty season. That's probably the most disappointing in Jets history. And all we're going to get out of it is like an 8th round or an 8th round pick or a 1st round 8th pick.
They can't even be good at being shitty.
No, it's embarrassing
all the time.
Everything sucks.
We can't even lose right.
Nah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about this team except my disappointment is immeasurable with this fucking team.
Well, everybody, listen up. We are about to get to our picks for this week, and usually we just pick it. Sometimes one of us will come in and say, I think they'll win by a couple touches. I think this will be a close game. But this week, because I don't think there's anyone who's picking the New York Jets to win this game against Seattle. I think we should all just come in when we get to that game. Everyone start thinking now. What are the points that you think the Jets will lose to Seattle by? And I want to point out Wild Wave, another guy who usually has a channel membership. It is the last show of the month. Let's give some super chats. Let's get some channel memberships, some super chats, all that stuff.
I don't even have a membership.
Yeah, you get them. You get them a lot. You get them a lot, Matty.
I'm just saying.
But Wild Wave is usually a channel member, but he comes in, says, "What's up, Mike, Matty, Murdoch? What's up, Wild Wave? How you doing tonight?"
Good man, Wild Wave. Good viewer.
I used to have that shirt, LOL, Red Joint as well. Oh, he had a Wolfpack shirt too, Murdoch.
Yeah, Wolfpack.
Bum, bum, ba-na-na-na-na.
I love that entrance beat too for the Wolfpack.
One Jets Drive is right down the block from Losers Avenue. No, I mean it's not too far off from Reynolds Avenue, but I don't know about Losers Avenue.
It's a long way from Electric Avenue.
No, you know what? DB94 comes in and says, Mike, apply to be the GM. No, I'm all behind Green Bean. Green Bean has been pushing GB hashtag GB4GM. I'll go with Green Bean. If we're not going to hire like an actual GM and they're going to go to a fan, Green Bean's been doing this longer than me. He's one of my favorite Jets content creators, and he's also from the same town I am from in New Jersey. So I'm going to put my support behind Green Bean, but thank you, DB. I appreciate that. DB, a Broncos fan, has literally been helping me out so much, and I can't wait till I have some time. Everything's been so busy, but to go home, and he's made some suggestions for my computer to clear things and wipe things, and hopefully make it so that my stream is just a little bit clearer until I can get a new computer for streaming. So I really do appreciate him.
DB is the Bronco fan in the chat that I would have a beer with living in Denver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to DB. He subscribed to my channel.
Oh, that's awesome.
DB. Thanks, brother.
Troy, I don't know what this means. Are they yours, Mike? Are you talking about my girls? They are mine. Yes, my girls are mine.
They look like,
and I could tell.
You can tell.
And I could tell more and more every day by the thing, how like their personalities. Like they start to act more and more like me, which isn't always a good thing.
I was gonna say,
but yeah. But Kim, channel member and moderator of the channel. Kim, thank you, welcome, and we're always glad to have you here. Always great. And Connor, channel member. Everybody, go check out Connor Long's page. He actually helped out and filled in with Murdoch last week when Maddie had to head out early. And Connor has his own channel covering the New York Jets. Yeah, Mike, I was there for camp as media, and they don't even let media park on campus. Connor, I don't want to park or anything. I literally just want to get a picture of my daughters with like the building with the Jets logo in the background. Like that's it. Just, a quick shot. That's all I'm looking to do. David comes in, says, I have a feeling my Broncos are going to waste what time they have left again and do whatever. Another Bozaster. I still can't get behind Bo Nix. Sorry. Just can't do it. For media, they make you park at FDU and then shuttle you over to the practice field. All right. Well, fair enough. All right. Guys, okay, thank you so much for being in here. Oh, what were you saying?
Denver plays Monday night against the Browns. That might be a pretty good game, actually.
Nice. We have another super chat in the house. Jets, Jets. Sorry. I don't want to be too, I mean, that's kind of low, but I'm a little loud. I
just really want your mom to yell at you from the other room and be like, keep it down, Michael.
She's literally sitting right over there.
I really want her to yell at you from the other room, like the stereotypical like New Jersey mom.
Didn't we have someone whose mom yelled at them on a stream once? I feel like we did.
I feel like if we did, it was Mets. It had to have been Mets.
Yeah, I feel like it had to be Mets.
Who else could it have been? The rest
John Ratcliffe coming in with the $2 saying right now a sixth pick that we have as of now according to Tankathon. Once again, if we're gonna have this depressing ass season, I want at least be in the top 5. Like that's how I'm looking at it. Like if we're gonna lose, let's lose big.
Yeah,
Scott coming in. Jets 30, Seattle 23. That's a possibility. I do think it could be a closer game just because we're not in Seattle. That's my whole thing.
Well, this isn't the quarterback class. The year after will be. So I don't think I even want the first pick unless we use it as collateral, trade down, use it as an asset. There's a couple of people that we can get, the 2 Michigan kids or another tackle. That's what I'd be looking for.
Yeah, there's no quarterback
from Australia or writing in from Australia.
I believe he is. Yes, he has messaged me before.
A little international love. That's fantastic.
Yep. I you know what? We actually have a lot of listeners and viewers or subscribers to the channel from Australia, Ireland, and England. They talk all the time. They always tell me where they're coming in from, or they'll put their little flag in the comments section on like my reaction videos and things like that. So yeah, we're becoming international there, Maddie.
To all of our UK and Ireland people, if any one of you guys wants to send me a Roy Keane Ireland jersey, DM me. Let's talk some turkey here.
But Troy comes in and says, boys, down here in Australia, both Jet and Seahawks are $1.90 so even. What does that mean? They're $1.90 so
Their
even.
betting odds work.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's an even bet in Australia.
Yeah,
I mean, considering the Jets were favorites the past like 5 weeks, you know, I don't doubt that they have the Jets in Seattle even.
Yeah, I can't. I would not put them even at all. I would definitely have damn big fella in the house.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, forget what I was gonna say. Let's give him the chant.
Hold on once.
Hold on, bud.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. Good to see you, buddy.
I am having okay, so let's try this
Once
again.
Hold guys, on. Mike is filming on a Texas Instruments 1000 tonight, so
there we go. The big fella coming in with 5 gifted channel memberships. I hope some of you guys like Wild Wave and Guillermo Guillermo's a channel member. There was a few people in here who were not channel members. I hope some of those went to those people, but definitely not Maddie. I hope they did not go to Maddie.
They didn't. Don't worry.
All right, good. Big fella, thank you so much. You know what, big fella, you're gifted 5 channel memberships. I actually will mess around on the old phone here, and I will give you not only the Jets champ, but Maddie, what do I give him?
You're giving him the catch, aren't you?
I am. Here we go, big fella. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are doing amazing tonight with super chats, gifted channel memberships. I really appreciate that, especially when we make this run on the last stream of the month. You're making me proud. By the way, numbers are high right now. Please, the free thing, if you can't donate, you can't gift a channel membership, you can't send in a super chat, please just hit the thumbs up button. The more people who hit the thumbs up button, more people will see that we are live, more people will join the show, and more people will get into the comments section and give us their thoughts. All right, Maddie, Murdog, we got another person. Hold on one second. Let me just check this. What does that even mean? Oh, okay, never mind. We're good right now. We are, okay, so let's get into, you guys, I'm watching some of it. I don't know, Valerie. My mom doesn't watch. My mom doesn't watch sports. Mom, who do you think wins, the Jets or the Seattle Seahawks?
Jets.
Oh, she says Jets. So I mean, maybe we'll all be wrong. Who knows?
Don't argue with your mother, Michael.
I'm not going to argue. That's the thing. Like I said, when we get back from the intermission report. Yeah, we all hope she's right. And when we get back from the intermission report, when we get back and we start taking people's calls, if you guys want to come in who think the Jets will win and make me feel more optimistic, I would be welcome to that. Just saying.
I think we've all agreed that none of us are fans of the tankathon. We don't want to tank. I like seeing my team win no matter what. I just, in my heart, I cannot bet against Seattle. With this team, as I said in the comments, they're in shambles. They're an absolute train wreck. So,
all right, I think I'm kind of caught up on the chat there. Once again, I appreciate all you guys in here, and if I don't get your chat up on the screen, obviously super chats will always make it onto the screen. But like I always tell everybody, when I go back, if I go back and rewatch my show, it's literally to watch the chat because you guys always make me laugh. So just to let you know, if you're chatting in there, I will probably see it tomorrow or the next day and have a great time with it. Here we go, guys. Let's start making the picks for the week. I assume these are the 1:00 games. I did this really quick before we came on the air. The first game, we have the Houston Texans traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. I think this one might be easy. Does anybody have a surprise? We'll start with Maddie.
Strouds. Should be.
And Murdoch?
Division game. You know how I feel about those, but definitely the Strouds.
Yeah. Houston and the Strouds. There they
They're
are.
only favored by 3.5 too.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, well, I mean, they've kind of,
They're on the
to be
road,
fair, but over the past couple weeks, they've taken a few losses. You know, they have. I agree. That's the saving grace for them. This is like their rebound game. Like, let's get back on track.
3.5 spread where they're like, we know they're gonna win, but we don't want to give them too much credit.
The next one we have is Indianapolis Colts heading into New England to take on the Patriots. Murdog, who do you got?
Jeez, what's the spread here? 2.5. Indianapolis. Yeah. I can't bet with the Patriots, but the Colts are not impressing me. I have to go Colts, but I'm not confident in them. I'm not. Their receiver down. They don't seem to be giving Jonathan Taylor the ball enough. It's going to be rough. I can see the Patriots grinding out a win here. I'll go Colts just for the sake of the pick, but it's iffy.
See, I think the Patriots are that. See, I think the Patriots are just so bad. I mean, they have just they're a disaster. I can't even pick them as an upset. I'm going Colts.
I'm going Patriots. They beat our asses.
Yeah, what does that prove?
Yeah, good point.
Like,
I just, again, it's going to be a close game, but I got the weird like last second field goal or something for the Patriots. But
yeah, an ugly game, right?
Yeah, it's not like no one's going to be writing home about this game, but either way, it's going to be a close game. But I'll take the Pats because they're at home with the upset.
I want the Pats to win because right now they're
draft pick, baby.
Draft pick.
Real quick, V Ray, I don't know when this came in. I hope you're still in here to see that I brought it up on screen. Like I said, I am not in my studio tonight. I am 2 states away, back in my hometown. I'm in New Jersey, Morris County, running off my phone, and super chats and gifted channel memberships and everything are coming in strange. But V Ray comes in with $2, says, can't wait for your angry rant tomorrow. Go Hawks. So I guess you either like my rants or you're a legitimate Seahawks fan. So let us know down in the comments. I'm sure Maddie or someone will see it if you actually say, no, I'm a legit Seahawks fan. But yeah, thank you so much for the $2. The only thing I could say about my rant tomorrow is I am actually going to be watching the game while driving back to Connecticut. And if there's crazy Thanksgiving traffic, my rant may be a little later than usual, but I am planning it. So I should have, barring accidents along the whole way, I should be home in time for the end of the game and to put my rant out at a normal time. Otherwise, the second I walk in the door, I get the girls and everybody in, and then I record my rant. So just to let everybody know. But thank you very much. Yeah, he's
from the car.
No, well, I'm going to be watching the game. I'm going to be watching the game on my phone, so I can't call in
while you drive.
If I'm going to be, while I drive. Yep.
So when we get the rant from the holding cell.
No, I do it all the time. I have a little clip thing that goes right here next to the steering wheel.
Yeah, you know.
And
we're here.
It's so I can
from 95 where there's a 30.
No, it's.
Just telling you.
Watching
the
game.
No. It's so I can look at the map, to see where you have to go on Google Maps.
Right.
Everyone has those things.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those things. I know the law.
You're allowed to have them for your map or the Jets game.
Or the Jets. Make sure you tell the magistrate, hey, look, motherfucker, Article 17B says Jets game is covered in this. I know my
Yeah. I'm good. Okay, there he is. There he goes.
Attaboy, V-Ray.
He is.
Hey,
yeah.
game.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we got Broncos fans in here all the time. We got Dolphins fans. DB Mike's rants are funniest.
Bronco fans in here. That just cracks me up.
Always a bunch.
DB's such a good guy too, man. We had some, and I think David is a Broncos fan. We got some quality Bronco fans in here, which I respect.
All right, let's get through this week's picks. We get to our intermission report, get to your calls. Keep hitting those thumbs up, people. They're free. We are at our highest number tonight, so I know that we don't have that many likes on this video. So all you have to do is hit the thumbs up, okay?
I don't even know.
Okay. LA Chargers going into Atlanta to play the Falcons. I'm going to take the lead on this one. I think this one could go either way. Atlanta would be the upset, but the Chargers have surprised me this year, and even though it's on the road, I'm going to go Chargers.
I kind of like the Chargers in this game. I mean, like you said, the Chargers are surprising this year. I don't know. The Chargers are one of those teams that I always just sort of like, just because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of like, yeah, good for them. Anytime they win, I'm just like, yeah, good for those kids. I'll take it.
Yeah,
the Chargers, but if they don't win, I won't be like crushed.
What do you got, Murdoch?
I feel the same way about the Chargers. I always like them. I find it hard to not like them. I don't root for them, but I'm happy for them when they win. But I think Atlanta's winning this one at home.
That's fair. I mean, like I say, either way.
Dobbins is out. Gus Edwards. I think Gus Edwards might have a good game. He always seems to do well when he gets thrown in to a starting role for a game or two. Then he gets hurt himself. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of feel like San Diego is like a paper 7-4. Like paper Tiger 7-4.
They're Los Angeles now, so they're like, hood.
Oh, they're in like Compton.
No, they're in Englewood. They're in Englewood.
Well, yell at Compton.
That's where SoFi is. Englewood.
Always up to no good.
That's right. That's right.
Still going Falcons because they're going to be no good tomorrow too.
You good guy. I might actually watch that game. Well, no, I won't because the Jets will be on at the same time.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. This is the one where we need everybody in the comments section, and I have it open. I'm ready for everybody's input. The Seattle Seahawks coming into MetLife to take on the New York Jets. I kind of know who we're all picking. What I want to know is how bad is it going to be? How bad is this disaster going to be for the New York Jets at MetLife? I'm going to obviously pick the Seattle Seahawks to take this game, and I'm going to say, I like some. You know what? Originally, I was going to go more, but that's like where I'm thinking in Seattle with that huge stadium, loud crowd. This is at MetLife. It's going to be empty, probably. It's going to be. Yeah, and so there's going to be no energy, and even the Seahawks will feel the no energy of MetLife. So I'm going to say that Seahawks win by 13. I'm going to go 13.
I got the Seattle 21, Jets 3.
I got 27-24 Jets.
Wow, you got a close one.
Yeah, that water bottle we just saw, pure grain alcohol. You're out of your fucking mind.
I know. My brain.
I love you for it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love the optimism, but
my brain's telling me Seattle, but the Jets, just when our hearts are broken, season's over. Just as we start looking at the draft board and where we stand, now we're going to get a win that we shouldn't get because that's what the Jets do. Because they can't even.
Yeah, you make a good point. You make a good.
Well, we talked about that earlier. This is the time of year where the Jets start winning games, so that we can't get a top 5 draft pick. But we're still not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, then we'll beat the Jaguars in a couple weeks. Like we'll end up with the 5-6 win range, and we'll be a lower top 10 pick. And that's what we do. Nice. We'll just miss out on the 2 Michigan kids. Or another top tackle. That's
a good question here. So, both teams combined, how many missed field goals do we think there will be in this game?
Do we have a weather report? I feel like that matters. I mean, look. I don't think the Jets are going to have that big of a problem. If it was Greg Zuerlein kicking, then I'd say that those 3 missed field goals that DB's predicting would have all been Greg Zuerlein.
I think there will be 2 missed field goals tomorrow.
By who? You think? Oh, okay. Valerie's saying it's going to be sunny.
Yeah, it says it's going to be a high at like 37.
Oh, so a cold, sunny game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you say is Stack still in there? Stack, give me the count on how many likes we have, because our numbers do keep climbing. But those free thumbs up like buttons, I want to make sure they're still climbing. So how many we got there? I want to know how many we got. If anybody's in there, how many likes we have on this video? Because we got I already could tell you. There should be more. The 3 missed field goals. If we had Zuerlein, I'd say they'd all be Greg Zuerlein. 2 missed field goals. I mean, I know field goals are becoming a normal thing in the NFL at this point. I'm going to say 1 missed field goal, but it's going to be by Seattle. How about that?
That's fair.
There we go. 34 likes, guys. We have way more watching live. Guys, let's do this. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Come on now. Hey, Wesley, what is going on, man? He says, hey, what's cracking, Midnight Mike Show? Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. And then David comes in, 17-14. I think that the Seahawks can score more than that. I'll be honest. I said it's going to be a 13-point spread, but I know that's not a 13-point spread. But I'm saying I think it'll be a 13-point spread. What's up?
David says the Jets are going to win. He said that earlier in the comments.
No, he did not.
Did too. Which,
David,
bless his heart.
What are you on tonight?
Damn, DB94 coming through hard.
Oh, hell yeah. There we go. Another 5 gifted channel memberships from DB94. Not only is he a channel member, but he also is gifting channel memberships to all of you guys, which is effing awesome. And, of course, that means that he gets the cash. I will tell you, our numbers keep climbing, folks. Numbers are climbing tonight. Channel memberships, gifted channel memberships, the last show of the month. You guys are coming through hard. I appreciate that. So does Maddie. So does Murdog. Look, Murdog, get to his stream, _Jet stream, while all of you guys are on here, and give it a subscribe. If me or Maddie are ever live during a game, it's going to be on the Jet stream. Murdoch always goes on. Alan sometimes joins him. Sometimes Infrared is in there. Who else do you got in there? Leanie? Leanie comes in sometimes, right?
Yeah, she did a few times. I usually you got 6 to 8 people.
No, but it's a fun show to watch. It's chill.
We just go through the misery together. That's really what it's for. It's just to hop on the screen and watch the game together and just chill.
I guess that's what David is saying he's on. Hopium. Not a fan of the Seahawks or the Dolphins. I'll be honest. The Dolphins are my least favorite team of all time, period. But I have no problem with the Seahawks unless they're playing the Jets. I have no personal vendetta.
There's no hate on most Jets fans that I know of.
For me, it's the Patriots.
Mine. I grew up with Dan Marino and the Dolphins. I hate them.
Yeah, hate them. Tom Brady hate so much on us.
Yeah, but as a kid, I feel like it hit harder. When Tom Brady came around, I was older and I was able to, kind of just understand a little better and not take it so personally. Now, the Patriots are still my second least favorite team of all time.
I was of drinking age. The Patriots were good, so it was easier.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
We were always, for 20 years, we would just get beat up, but it was the way they won all the time and how they cheated to do it. And it was just, it's like now they're the Chiefs. And I think the Patriots' 20-year run with all the refs helping them set the stage for the Chiefs hate now, because we just seen this.
Yeah.
So now everybody in the country is seeing it being applied to a new organization, a new untouchable golden franchise that they're like, no, fuck this.
Yeah,
we just suffered 20 years of the Patriots getting every call. So I think the Chiefs.
Well, now there's even more compilation videos coming out on YouTube and on Twitter and things like that, just showing how many calls and how many things that the Chiefs get, and it's like bizarre. And they're obvious things. It's not like something where it's like most of them are things where it's an obvious call or an obvious non-call, and it always benefits the Chiefs. It's crazy.
Even something else that happened. What was it? This a Thanksgiving game a quarterback. Was it the Lions game or something where somebody got hit going out of bounds? Quarterback. Who was it? Caleb Williams got hit going to the sideline. They said a Lion hit him low or just hit him going out of bounds. And it's like, thank Patrick Mahomes, because a couple of weeks ago, the defender let up on the sideline thinking he was going to run out of bounds. Then he decides to cut back right and get another 20, 30 yards to the sideline. So now the quarterback is going to get hit on the sideline because Patrick Mahomes played fuck around. Like, it's kind of like an unwritten thing. Like, okay, we're going to the sideline, don't hit the quarterback. So they don't. They backed off. They took advantage of it. And now the quarterbacks are getting hit thanks to Mahomes.
First Lady Valerie comes in and says, now we have to listen to Brady. I don't have any problem with listening to him.
I don't really
like. I loved. Yeah, it can't be worse than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I mean, let's be honest here. And to be honest, I loved the Brady roast. I respect him a lot for letting people say those things about him and his family. You have to laugh. You have to laugh at yourself. That's why we shit talk each other all the time on the show. And, we make fun of Metz when he comes on, and we have fun with Lane, and we fuck with, Bobby, although Bobby always takes it way too seriously. It's what we do. And I really respect Tom Brady for doing that.
Yeah,
so,
actually, where Brady earned my respect was he was still with the Patriots, and he used to call into some radio show like all the time. And then one day they made fun of his kid, like pretty out of bounds, made fun of his kid. And he called in and was like, yeah, you guys can all go to hell. I don't need to call you guys. You can't talk shit about my kid. And I was like, I may not like you as a player or as a teammate or whatever, but you know what? I do the same for mine. So I got no, and once he wasn't a Patriot, I really had no beef with Tom Brady. I hate the team on the front, not the name.
Yep. Well, that's how I figured out, Maddie, that people always say, do you hate players? Do you hate coaches? Do you hate teams? What do you, and for me, I hate the uniform. Yeah, because as soon as Tom Brady left, I was rooting for like hell for if Tom Brady's going to win a Super Bowl with the Bucks or Belichick's going to win another Super Bowl with the Patriots. I'm all for Tom Brady winning it with the Bucks.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, and that I knew how much the Patriots, Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick were cringing and hiding their faces when Tom Brady won that Super Bowl, and that made me happy. I was completely okay with that.
I don't want him to do that, but good for him.
No, yeah. Troy, our Australian mate, says, I bet the New York Giants in 2008 to win the Super Bowl at 60-1 about round 2 or 3 of the season. You mean week 2 or 3 of the season, I assume you meant. Troy, if that's true, then you probably still are sitting on some of that money. So why not send it to me, Murdoch, and Maddie? Because that's a 60-1. I mean, let's say you throw down a couple $100 on that. That's a big win right there. Now I don't know, but that also that could be Australian money, and I don't know what the exchange rate is. So who knows on that one? 3 siblings in the house, Kim in the house, Troy, Monique. I feel like I'd miss your comments so many times. My favorite 3 guys, Monique, we are honored. And you are one of our 3 favorite girls, I feel like. We got Kim, Valerie, Monique. Am I missing anybody? Cassandra? Maybe 4. Oh, yeah. No, I see her on Twitter often. I definitely do.
This was a tough year for Nick to start diving into the Jets. Feel bad.
Oh, I know. Could you imagine? Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? Here's what I'll say about that. I will say something about that, Murdoch. At least Monique came in and learned immediately what it's like to be a Jets fan. Because now she'll know that this is how it's going to be for the rest of her life.
Yes.
But it builds character. It builds character, and we are loyal to a fault. So
it sucks and will always suck.
Absolutely. If you learn anything. But anyway, okay, let's go to the next game. We have the Tennessee Titans heading in to play the Washington Redskins. This is actually something I want to talk about. I've seen a lot of hubbub about the Redskins. Let's make the picks quick. I look, Jaden Daniels and the Redskins. They're winning this game. They're at home, so
Redskins.
Yeah.
What I wanted to talk about with this game is there is a lot of hubbub going on about how the Redskins name and logo and everything might be coming back.
Is that happening? Who's like, what's the deal here?
Okay, so the things I'm reading is that I'm reading that a lot of Indian tribes, organizations, all that stuff have been coming out of the woodwork over the past couple years, and now it's become even more. Because as we all know, well, if you're a watcher and you don't know this, that original Redskins logo and that original Redskin, the picture of the Indian was made off a picture of an actual Indian tribal chief. And they considered it that tribe and that guy actually considered it like an honor to be like, this team is like, it's like when you say like, we're the Bears, we're going to come in, we're going to maul you, we're the Jets and we're going to come and blow you out of the sky, or we're the Redskins, we're going to come and take you out because we're huge, we're warriors and we're strong. That's how they looked at it. And now that, and once again, most of the people who canceled the Redskin name were, I hate to say it, white people.
Right.
I was talking about this with my mom earlier. She has a very good friend that she went to school with, and we used to always go to powwows and stuff. He was Indian, and we'd go to his tribe's powwows, and his mother, his last name was Red Cloud, and his mother told me, she said, call me Grandma RC, for Red Cloud. And so I always called her Grandma RC. I could even bring a picture of her up one week. I have a picture of her. And she made me this beautiful, like moccasined Christmas stocking. So it's like moccasin material, and she beaded it herself at the top and put it's beautiful. And she even like laughed when I mentioned Native American. I know now it's indigenous people, but this is when I was younger and I was a kid. And she laughed and she was like, we don't take offense to that. She was like, don't pay any mind to that. You could call us Native American if you feel comfortable, but we consider ourselves Indian tribes, and that's what it is. But so apparently there is a lot of pushback now coming back to try to get that Redskin logo and that Redskin name reinstated.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, I remember hearing them say it's like, since they changed the names, because not even the Cleveland Indians did it too and got rid of it, and now they're the Cleveland Guardians. And for both franchises, they were like, now we're being forgotten. And you're right, they did see it as an honor, but it's all corporate and stuff. Why they changed that, like society in the last 10, 15 years, where like victimhood becomes currency in society, and they just capitalize on it to show like, hey, we're with you. Like they weren't even offended. I remember a couple years ago, someone was trying to be like, Notre Dame needs to change their name from the Fighting Irish. I was like, I'm Irish. I'm not offended.
I've actually never heard that, because that's another thing. That's another thing that I've always looked at. It's like they want to change the name of all these Indian or Native American team names. But then you have the Fighting Irish, which is literally the mascot is a drunken Irishman. And if you can't see that's a clear stereotype. Okay. I have no problem with it. I'm Irish. They're my favorite they're my favorite college team. Not that I'm a diehard fan, like where I, have been watching for 40 years, but whenever I watch college football, I'm trying to find the Notre Dame game. Same thing with the Boston Celtics. He's like a fat, like leprechaun, that's the image that they give you, and nobody has a problem with that. So it's like, when they get, and honestly, did you guys saw, I'm sure you saw that shirt that they came out with to try to like get white people, where it was it said Caucasians. Yeah. I was like, oh, I want that shirt.
Yeah, I would wear that.
Like, I would totally wear that shirt, especially if it was a team, an actual team. I'd be like, hell yeah, let's kick ass, Caucasians.
Yeah, then we get yelled at for being racist.
It's all real stupid. It's unnecessary.
It's just drumming up outrage where there is none.
Yeah. Once again,
right.
I was going to say, date.
If the team name was like the Notre Dame Drunken Irishman, I'd still be
fine with it.
I know, but I'd be like, come on, like, what are you doing?
If they called them the Shanty Irish, I'd still root for them. I wouldn't care.
The Shanty Donkey Irish, right? but they're not. It's the Fighting Irish. Like,
Yeah,
it's
who cares?
wrong. Like, you can't have a problem with it. It's not like they're like, the Cleveland no good Indians or like,
Right? Yeah,
why are you making a big deal about it? It's so stupid. It's
And even growing up, honestly, like I remember when I was a kid, and I hate to get off topic because we are at an hour and we still have a bunch of games to pick. But I remember as a kid, one of my favorite things to do was look at they'd give you the posters, or you get the bed sheets or whatever, and they'd have every NFL team or every MLB team or every hockey team, whatever. And I always looked through them and been like, okay, if I wasn't a Yankee fan, I love this logo. I liked it. Or if I wasn't a Jets fan, like, oh, I love the Cincinnati Bengals uniforms, or I love the Vikings helmet with the horn, or things like that. And like the Indians, the Cleveland Indians, Chief Wahoo, before a Major League, and then Major League came out. Like that's an iconic logo.
I guarantee you, the Indians had so many more fans after that movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just watched that the other day. I finally saw the second one. It was not as bad as I thought it would be.
No, Major League 2 is good. The only problem with it is that it's PG-13 instead of R.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though. I expected to really be disappointed. So,
dude, I didn't even hate Major League 3 with the buzz and Back to the Minors. Like, it's not a great movie, but I still had a good time watching it. No problem. But he says the Commanders is a worse name than the Washington football team. I agree with that. I would have just kept it the Washington football team.
I would have left good enough alone, but whatever.
Yeah, but you got to think this is, sports is a business, and it was strictly for marketing that they chose a team name. You know what I mean? Rather than like the Washington football team, I would have been okay with that too. But
or Washington. Yeah. Real quick, Troy, I am so upset. I don't know how long. I know you've come in and out of the show, but then if I was in my normal studio, I'd be able to play I have the Blue Oyster theme right on tap. But Mikey, did you like the Blue Oyster Bar uniforms? I don't know what those are. I'll be honest. Do you guys know what those are?
Is he talking about Notre Dame's blue jerseys?
I have no idea. Well, I went off on Notre Dame last week about all their weird uniforms. Like, I just want the traditional Notre Dame uniforms, and they come out with these weird, like those ones they were wearing last week without those. They were like they had like the gold numbers on the uniforms that you couldn't even read. I know it's Police Academy. Troy, but I don't know what uniforms you're talking about. Oh, are you talking about like the bondage uniforms that everyone wears in the Blue Oyster? Because those are like the average Joe uniforms from dodgeball in that first round. You guys remember those?
Yeah, I remember those. I don't know. Okay.
It's the dodgeball, but I remember the average Joe's uniform.
No, but remember the first ones they came out in were bondage uniforms because they got the wrong box.
Yeah, they got the things mixed up. That was funny.
Yeah, and then the bondage people came in the average Joe uniforms and they were like, oh, I think we mixed up our orders. If Rodgers came out in the number 12, motherfuckers would lose their fucking minds. I was okay with it because here's what I thought, and I'm sure other people liked this idea too. That first game, now once again, obviously it would have blown up in everybody's face because he was down 4 plays into the game. But my whole thing was like the game starts, they do the entrances, and the last entrance would have been Aaron Rodgers, and he would have run out in his whole uniform, but he would have had like a black Under Armour kind of thing over his shoulder pads, and he would have ran out with the American flag to the 50-yard line, and Joe Namath would have been standing there with the Rodgers number 12 jersey, and he would have handed it to him, and then people would have put it on him, and that's how he would have came out as number 12. So that's how I think they would have made the fans okay with it. That's all I'm saying. But Troy, yeah, no. Maddie knows. I'm in my normal studio. I have that Blue Oyster theme ready to go at any time.
He is ready he's quick on that button.
All right, here we go. What?
Infrared said he's Puerto Rican. He said if Puerto Rico had a football team called Rice and Beans, he'd be proud of it. Yeah.
What's the problem? The New Jersey Mafia. That's a stereotype.
Colorado hippies.
What's up, Dark Soldier?
Funny.
All right. I will tell everybody right now, we are headed to go a little over tonight because we're behind on our picks, but we're going to get them done before we head to our intermission report. Guys, here's one that's interesting because this could go either way. Pittsburgh against Cincinnati, but it's in Cincinnati. And Cincinnati is like, they could win any game, they could lose any game. And Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's been overperforming. At least for what everyone thought they were going to be. But we should have kind of expected a Mike Tomlin team to be where the Pittsburgh Steelers are right now. Who do you guys got? Who do you got, Maddie?
I'm going to take Pittsburgh because I like Cincy. I want them to do well, but they just can't get out of their own way. They're really underperforming. And again, Pittsburgh is really overperforming. So I don't see any reason to pick against Pittsburgh right now.
Murdoch?
On Cincinnati at home. Their offense
Cincinnati's at home.
Their offense has been clicking, and I don't know if they can stop our chase.
So what do you guys think I should do here? Because check it out. I have Joe Burrow has been bringing me through my fantasy football season. He's the reason I'm in first place at 9-3. Him and Jamar Chase. I have them both. But I also have Baker Mayfield, and he actually he helped win me my game last week when half my team was on a bye and I had to throw in all my backups. I still won the game. So I can still trade it out. I have Baker Mayfield in only because they're playing Carolina, and Joe Burrow is playing Pittsburgh. Do you think I should put in Joe Burrow? Let me know in the comments section. Who would you guys go with tomorrow? Do you go with Joe Burrow against Pittsburgh at home? That's Cincinnati at home. Or do you go Baker Mayfield against Carolina in Carolina?
I leave Baker in.
I mean, that's what I have right now, just because I feel like it's the safe bet. But I do a lot of weird, not safe bets.
I would go based on game script, like if it's what you think is gonna be a higher scoring game, like if it's gonna be an AFC North ground and pound, fight. They usually don't. Those games usually aren't 35-31. Those are usually like 17-10. I'd look up the recent history of how those games went. And Baker's playing Carolina. Carolina almost won last week, right?
Yeah.
They lost by 3.
But the Chiefs aren't as good as they're not a 10-1 team. They've gotten calls and they've won a lot of games. Like the only reason they beat the Broncos was because there was a blocked field goal.
Right.
They've squeaked out wins.
Yeah, no. I mean, when it comes to fantasy football, you can't go based on the team. You have to go based on who's going to put up fantasy points. That's where you got to judge it from. Like, not what's, you know what I mean? It's like it's game script. It's okay. So if Carolina, well, you don't have Carolina, but it's like saying, okay, if the Steelers are going to be up 14 points in the third, fourth quarter, Bengals are going to have to throw the ball to catch up. So that's more points for Burrow and Chase, right? That's how you have to look at who you're going to put in. Now, you also got to think, are they going to be up 21-0 in the fourth quarter and they just run the clock out? Did they get the 21 points off passing touchdown? That's the stuff you got to take into account as far as fantasy football goes. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, the comments are not helping at all. And I appreciate all the comments, but it's like I feel like I got a 50-50 thing going on here. I'm going to have to go back and look before tomorrow's game. But like I said, right now I have Baker in, but Joe Burrow has just won me so many games between him and Jamar Chase. Now, Jamar Chase I have in. So anytime, I'll get those points. I'll get that hookup. But we'll see.
Well, you got to think.
All right. So,
okay.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, look at definitely recent history, because if you look at Baltimore, Jamar Chase has almost 500 yards of receiving against Baltimore this year. with 4 or 5 touchdowns or some shit. So that's a safe bet. So you got to look to see how he's performed against the Steelers in the recent history.
Just let everybody, excuse me, just let everybody know. I'm gonna go. I know this was mixed here. Ugh. I'm gonna pray, and I'm gonna go with Cincinnati, just because I may put Burrow in, I may not, but I have Jamar Chase in, so I'll go Cincinnati on that one. Arizona versus Minnesota. It's in Minnesota. Murdoch, who do you got?
Minnesota. Just
in
general.
I'm going to agree.
It's Minnesota.
I'll agree with it. That's 3, folks. Remember, don't take our picks because we know nothing. But
you can take
that's
them.
3 of us. That's 3 of that's 3 of us. The LA Rams going into New Orleans to take on the Saints. Maddie,
I'll go with the Saints on this one.
Wow.
Saints are one of those teams that surprises me, and I like them on this one. They're my upset pick of the week, I guess, but I like the Saints on this one.
Who do you got, Murdoch?
Well, Rams. What are the Saints? Saints are they 2-9 right now?
They don't have a good record. They've been plagued with injuries. They've had people out all season. It's been a disaster.
Yeah, I like them for some reason. I was thinking about that before the show started.
Yeah,
guys, I was just going to tell everybody we're doing great. Get those thumbs up. They're free. They help us out. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. But go ahead, Murdoch. Before we get to the next game, what was your last point?
I'm just thinking about the injuries. I don't know if the Saints have the roster to compete with the Rams. I mean, it's NFL. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But, in a general sense, though, I gotta go Rams. I don't think they can stop their.
I'm going Rams. I just did. New Orleans just has had a shit season, and it's almost like, betting for the Rams is like betting for the Jets at this point, or betting for the Giants. And what the hell is going on what the fuck is going on with the Giants? They bring in Tommy Cutlets. Yeah, well, they bring in Tommy Cutlets. He blows it. They immediately go to Drew Lock. He blows it. It's just, what are they? And now, hopefully, where's Sean? Fucking Daniel Jones going to the Vikings? What the hell's going on?
I don't know. He's probably watching some dumb wrestling thing. That's probably why Mets isn't in here.
Tampa Bay going into Carolina. We were just talking about this. Baker Mayfield going into Carolina. I'm going to go Tampa Bay. But it's just, will Baker get the stats? Murdoch, what do you got?
Yeah, no, this should be a blowout. Tampa Bay usually handles teams like this easily.
Agreed.
Tampa Bay with a couple touchdowns, probably.
Yeah, I don't see this being close.
I think this might be the game of the week. Philadelphia Eagles traveling not too far, just down the road to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Who do you got, Maddie?
I'm going to go with Baltimore because they're at home, and I just like them better than Philadelphia. But that's it. I agree with you. This very much could be the game of the week, and that's not the Sunday night game, is it?
I don't think so. I think I got the Sunday night game next, and then the Monday night game.
I think they should flex that into that, but I'm gonna go with Baltimore, but. Whichever bird wins this game, I won't be surprised, but I just like Baltimore more.
Murdoch?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think they're on fire. I think Saquon Barkley's running over everybody. They got receivers. Is Devontae Smith back? I don't know. I think Baltimore is one-dimensional, and the Eagles just are clicking, just like the Bengals. They're clicking right now.
All right. I'm gonna go with Maddie only because I think both of these teams are excellent when they need to be, and I'm just gonna go home field advantage. So I'm gonna go Baltimore Ravens, and I'm gonna do something that I usually don't do: leave my screen on while I go to take a piss. But I don't want to take the risk because Murdoch. Remember when we were doing the Yankees stream and I was doing it and I accidentally ended the stream. I don't want to
Yes.
take the chance of doing that again.
Pick
So
the Niners Bills game before you go real fast, and then we'll carry it.
no, that's the best part. This is wireless, so you're going to hear me. So
Oh,
we're going to go
It's gonna be like
the Sunday.
Naked Gun, where we just hear you fucking unloading, and then you're
No,
like,
I'll-
whoops, and then we'll hear like
I push this and and then I can unmute it, so you won't hear the actual peeing.
He's gonna let us hear the pee. It's 100%.
So we got San Francisco taking on Buffalo in Buffalo on this should be the Sunday night game. Murdoch, who do you got?
I gotta go Buffalo. I can't. It just seems like San Francisco is underperforming the whole season.
100%.
Purdy's coming back after a week off in the cold. I just don't.
I don't see San Fran winning this game in Buffalo. If they were in San Fran, it might be a different story, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, it would be a toss up, right?
Yeah.
If they were
Yeah, it's just-
California boys.
It'll be a fun game to watch. I mean, I definitely will watch that, although I do think they should flex the Eagles-Ravens game to the Sunday night game, but it's too late now. I think they have to do it by like Thursday or whatever is the like cutoff. But either way, I mean, there's some great games on this weekend. You know, I mean, like I say, the 4:00 game I'll definitely tune in for Philly and Baltimore. 11:00 game, you know, I'll watch the Jets, and then I'll definitely watch the Sunday night game. So
Yeah, like
Well,
Dark Souls.
no, I definitely agree with you guys. Buffalo is super hot right now. Buffalo's winning this game.
yep. That's
And
an
Dolph
easy
Schultz
one.
brings up Josh Allen just proposed to Haley Steinfeld, so he's either going to be
Really? I didn't even know they
Yeah.
were a thing.
yeah, they've been dating for like 2 years now, something like that. So he says maybe his head won't be in the game, or he might be over the moon, happy, and just maybe it's a positive for him that he's just
I
energized.
gonna kick this. They're just kicking their asses, dude. It's a.
I hope it's a shootout. That would help.
I
me
don't
out.
see it. Again, San Fran's been underperforming this whole season.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had injury issues. I get that, but you're not going into Buffalo and bringing the heat. It's not going to happen.
One of the big things was, didn't they lose a star linebacker at the end of the Super Bowl? Greenlaw? Was it Greenlaw? Well, there's
No.
I'm not, dude. You're asking me to remember something that happened with teams that I mean, look, I have a hard time remembering 2 weeks ago.
No, I'm
Okay, and you're asking me.
Buffalo's getting Milano back.
Okay.
What about
Yeah.
is Purdy playing?
I think he is. I
Should be.
believe he is.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything to the contrary.
Yeah, but Buffalo getting another key piece to their defense back, that should make it harder.
I don't see San Fran going in there and doing anything.
And then finally, the last game of the week, we got the Monday night game. God, man, that is crazy. This week you had Thursday, you had 3 Thursday games, you had a Friday game,
Thursday,
you have
Friday,
a bunch of Sunday
Monday.
games. Yeah, exactly. Like that is insane amount of football. You have the Cleveland Browns heading into Denver to play the Broncos. I'll go first. This is just another Broncos win. I know our Broncos guys in here don't want us to pick the Broncos because they just see the aura of suck and bad luck coming off of Jets and Jets fans, and I understand that, but I'm going Denver. You got to go Denver. The Browns just haven't done anything for me.
I'm going Denver too, but I think it'll be a fun game to watch.
Where is it?
It's in Denver.
It's in Denver.
Both cold weather cities, though. That's tough. I mean, I guess I'll go with Denver, but well, wait. Do our Denver friends want us to pick against them officially?
Usually they do.
All right. So again, for our friends in here from Denver, I'll go with the Browns, but wink, wink.
But you don't mean it, so it
Wink,
doesn't
wink.
count.
Yeah. All right. I'll just go Denver. They're
I mean,
better
no,
team.
Denver's really played way better than we thought they would this season.
Yeah.
Their defense is insanely good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with picking them. Again, I hate saying it, but they're a good team, and I have to deal with that shit all the time. So it's
just,
an easy Denver pick, but I do think it'll be a fun game to watch.
it's the Jameis Winston factor for me, Matty.
Really?
Yeah,
he is
because
good. He's
he's
playing well.
starting to click with Jerry Jeudy, and
Well, no, Jerry Jeudy has a chip on his shoulder for this game. Too.
Yeah, this is a revenge game for Jeudy. And it's like Jameis Winston could throw for 4 touchdowns or 4 interceptions. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I think it'll be a fun game. I think that it'll be a game you're watching and you stay up late to finish watching.
I'll go Broncos, but
All right. Well, that's it. We finally got through our picks this week with a lot of stuff on the side, a lot of side conversations, which is, once again, if you're new to this channel, that's what this channel is about. We will end up talking about Police Academy and the gay Blue Oyster Bar in Police Academy. We'll end up talking about other teams. We talked about the Redskins, and we talked about the whole Trevor Lawrence possible trade BS, which would be the most useless crap I've ever heard. As a matter of fact, I'd be so pissed if the New York Jets wasted their time, money, picks, anything on unproven Trevor Lawrence. But if you're new to this channel, this is we're 20 minutes past the halfway point, but at the halfway point, we like to do the Midnight Mike Show intermission report, which features Mike and Maddie's top 5, where you guys, the audience, in the comments section, give us a very generic top 5 that we can come up with. We've done top 5 football uniforms. We've done top 5 Thanksgiving foods. We're now in the Christmas season. So we did have a suggestion for top 5 Christmas movies. So if you want to do ones based on the Christmas season, those are welcome. But we will do that in our intermission report. Before we get to that, Murdog will let you go, and we will see you on the other side of the intermission report. Is that okay?
I think
there
we go.
You need me to do it, or you hook?
No, I'll do it. I figured you'd say like goodbye or hey man, like I'll see you around.
Go fuck yourself, whatever.
I gave you the salute, like all right.
All right. see you on the other side.
Bit, boys,
All right, Maddie. It is now time, folks. We need to get those top 5s in, and until we get back from the break, and once again, it's like a quick, 30. What is it? 15 seconds.
Yes.
It's not much. We will see you on the other side because it is now time for the intermission report.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right, Maddie.
Well, we got top 5 Super Bowls.
Again.
Top 5 movies. Top 5 sports shows.
I don't know if I could do top 5 sports shows.
Yeah,
I don't feel like I know enough. The only one I can remember watching recently was that I watched Friday Night Lights. I watched the whole series.
I don't know if she meant fictional or actual like sports shows, like real ones. I'm not sure. I like top 5 sci-fi movies.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's actually not a bad one. But I want to let everybody know, Maddie, whether it's tonight or whether we do it next Saturday, we are going to be doing top 5 Christmas movies. And I want to point out that the top 5 Super Bowls, we will definitely be doing that eventually, Scott. 100%.
Oh, I like top 5 movie villains.
Oh yeah, see, Kim comes in with top 5 Christmas movies.
Yeah, I mean we'll get there before the big day for sure. Top 5 comedy movies, not a bad one.
Have we done top 5 movie villains?
We haven't done movie villains. We've done a lot of different movie theme ones, but I don't think we've done movie villains.
Have we not? I feel like we did some sort of villain thing because that is a good one, but I feel like we did like a top 5. Oh no, we did. I think we did top 5 comic or cartoon villains.
Oh yeah, we did comic book villains. That's
okay. That's a good one. I like that one, Dark Soldier.
Top 5 Married with Children episodes. That's a good one.
That is a really good one. But once again, I feel like that's one I need to. There are so many.
That's one where like I couldn't give you the name of the episode. It'd be like the one where, you know what I mean? But still, top 5 people you absolutely hate. Well, I'm looking at 2 of them.
Oh, yourself and me?
Oh yeah, I hate me more than you'll ever know.
Don't do that to yourself,
I hate myself for loving you.
And then Valerie, top 5 slashers. I think we did that.
We have done that one.
Yeah, we have done that one. Troy, that's not a bad one. Top 5 Seinfeld episodes.
You'll be on your own. I hate Seinfeld.
A best under the radar sci show. Oh, okay, that's an actual comment.
Okay.
Fucking being a wise ass.
I don't know any Vikings fans. I know wrestling fans that wear Vikings jerseys.
I also know wrestling fans who wear Giants jerseys. All right, you know what? We're going to either do top 5 people you absolutely hate or top 5 movie villains. And then next week we dive into Christmas, and I will do Christmas movies, and then we'll keep going in from there. So what do you want to do? Top 5 movie villains?
Movie villains, but
Say
I want to
again?
keep Super Bowls. I do want to do Super Bowls, but I want to save that till after the season.
Or around the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like right around that time.
Yeah, that would be a great time to do that.
Let's do movie villains.
We're going to do movie villains?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, there it is. Dark Soldier comes in with top 5 movie villains. This is where, once again, you guys are involved in the show. So start in the comments. Start putting in your top 5 movie villains of all time. And it could be of any genre. Let's keep away from like slashers, because we did top 5 slashers, and a lot of people root for the slashers. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, slashers are not the same as a movie villain. They're the attraction. So
yes. All right, so let's see here. Oh boy. Now of course my mind is friggin' blanking.
And then I fuck it up, and I can't think of who I like want to root for here.
Oh God.
Let's see here. I'm thinking. Get away from me, dog.
I got 2. I mean, I can go through tons, but the problem is, and why can't I remember? Yeah, fuck. That'll just give it away if I just say it.
Don't say anything. I got 3. Ooh, I got 4. I need 1 more. Who else would I got? And I'm staying away from comic book like movie villains because like the Joker's an easy one, but I don't want to pick him. Oh, I got my other one. All right, I got.
Okay, I'm going to switch. I got 4, but I'm switching those.
Ooh, Vader's a good one, but he's not on my list.
There, I know. I'm telling you right now, Maddie.
We're gonna have.
There are going to be so. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's the problem is, I feel like no matter who I name, I'm going to be able to. Yeah, and that's why we do this, folks. This is like always supposed to be off the cuff, and it's never our final.
Let's make a rule on this one: no honorable mentions, because we could spend an hour doing those. Just our top.
Well, we'll also just throw out the things that people say. Like I'm seeing in the comments, I'm seeing a bunch of people's comments. So we'll have something to do with that.
Yeah, I mean we'll acknowledge some shit, but I'm just saying for us, let's not do honorable mentions because you and I could do off the cuff like on and on and on and on, like you know what I mean. Like, and it's already an hour and a half into the show, so.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, I got my 5, but I do want to say that the one I couldn't think of is not on my list, and he is a top villain. So I know he said no honorable mentions, but I'm going to mention him. Why can't I remember the name of Alan Rickman's character from Die Hard?
You mean Hans Gruber?
Hans Gruber. There you go.
Booby. Yeah, I'm your White Knight.
He was going to be on my list, but then I did come up with a few more. So
He was on mine for a minute, but I had to bounce him.
Yeah. Well, all right. So here we go. Maddie, give me your number 5.
Number 5 is the T-1000, played by Robert Patrick. That dude
Holy shit.
relentless. You could not stop him. Every time in that movie, the first time you saw it, you were like, oh, they fucked him up now. Nope, he would just regroup. One of the best times is when Arnold tries to punch him, and he just morphs through him, and like, oh,
Yep.
perfect.
Yep. And then
the dead face that, and I love Robert Patrick, but just the way he was perfect. Love the T-1000.
my number 5 is the T-1000, Robert Patrick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God.
Awesome. That's brilliant.
I'm going to try to block out my other ones. Here's my other ones. There's my bottom.
My man.
T-1000.
I like your number 4 that you totally outed. I wish I'd have come up with that one. That's a good one.
No, I actually switched. That's my number 3. There's like arrows.
Oh, okay.
And they actually, they both moved up. But yeah, so like I said, I am going to put some of your guys here in the comments. And I definitely appreciate all you guys coming in with these. These are awesome. Great suggestions. Oh man, you guys are coming in with lists.
You guys are coming in with some good
ones. That's another good one. Okay, we'll go through a few of these real quick. Let's go through our list quick, and then we'll hit a few of their lists real fast. My number 4, you didn't do your number 4 yet, but I'll go now. My number 4 is not the main British, the British soldier from Mel Gibson's The Patriot, who shoots his fucking son and then kills his other son. He just had this Euro trash ponytail and just looked like he was a piece of shit. I hate that.
I'm gonna have to watch that now.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch it. Historically accurate, not so much. But if you want to feel American and you want to just watch Mel Gibson kick some ass.
Mel Gibson movie ever was Mad Max. So.
But yeah, so that British soldier, man, he was a dick.
Okay.
All right, Maddie, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Scorpio from Dirty Harry. That dude was just so awful and gross, and just you wanted him to get the shit kicked out of him. And when Clint Eastwood finally blows his ass away, you're like, you just felt like you just took a giant dump. You felt so happy.
All right, I'm just trying to get actually the thing back. So if people are just joining us, this is the intermission report. Dark Soldier came in with the winning suggestion, top 5 movie villains. We both given our number 5 and our number 4. We are to our number 3, and my number 3 is Rose from Titanic. This bitch. All right, let's break this down real as fast as I possibly can. This and I'm not any bandwagon. I've been saying this since like 97 when the movie came out. Okay. She now you have to remember the time. Okay, folks. So here is a girl who we find out their family lost all of their money. And without her marrying Billy Zane, her and her mother would be destitute. They wouldn't even be able to be the scum that is Leonardo DiCaprio third class. They'd be lower than that. Okay. So she comes on the Titanic and she's getting on the ship and she's so entitled. She's getting on the Titanic and her response looking at the Titanic is, people think this is the most beautiful ship ever. But to me, it was a slave ship. Bitch, get on a slave ship and then tell me it's the same as being first class on the Titanic, even if your husband slaps you around a little bit. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, then she gets on the thing, and her husband Billy Zane is literally giving her anything she wants. She's unpacking Picassos and Monets and all these other artworks that he says is bullshit. He's like, this is crap, but he still bought it for her because he wanted to make her happy. Then he buys her the most decadent, expensive jewelry. And all he did was tap her once, but he gets her the most decadent, beautiful, heart of the ocean blue diamond, the most expensive necklace in the world. And how does she repay him after him getting her all these expensive paintings and diamonds and jewelries and first class on the Titanic? She finds some scumbag from third class. And after a day of knowing him, bangs him in the back of someone else's car. right? And then when he finds and pays for her to make sure she gets on a boat, she jumps back on the ship in order to get back to this scumbag Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, then we reach the end of the movie and we find out that she, for 100 years, has, or I guess it would have been like 80, 85 years, has been sitting on this diamond and not letting it benefit her children and her family and all these things. And she had a husband and all this stuff. And instead, she just chucks it into the ocean. She could have been paid. Every ancestor of hers could have been paid for the next 150 years for college, houses, everything. And she just throws it into the ocean like trash. Then this old lady dies. And instead of going to heaven and meeting up with her husband, who she was married to for however many years and had children with, it wasn't Billy Zane, it was some other guy that she fell in love with and whatever, she gets into heaven and the first thing she does is go back to the guy that she banged in the back of a car, who she knew for 2 days on the Titanic, and that's her heaven. Rose is a bitch. That's it.
Okay. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna
Sorry,
follow that.
Dude, it pisses me off that people look at her and go, "Oh, I wish I was Rose." Get out of here! You don't want to be like that.
No, mine is John Doe from Seven.
Nice. I didn't even think it. Oh no, I think I saw somebody put that in.
I did someone. That's awesome though, because I loved how he was just so insane. He cut his fingertips off, his fingerprints off like daily. Dude was awesome. John Doe was great. Kevin Spacey was fantastic in that role. And I guess Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman both took a pay cut to make sure that they got Kevin Spacey for that role. And they were like, you can't put him in the credits at the beginning. He has to be a complete surprise. And man, he killed that role.
All right. When she says it's been 89 years, she was talking about when the Jets were last good.
That's true.
It's been 89 years. Oh, that's funny. I love your guys' comments.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not saying that Kate Winslet wasn't an attractive girl, but she's just a scumbag. Okay? It is what it is. Rose. All right, my number. What are we to number 2?
2.
My number 2 is Jenny Gump, and it's almost for the same reasons as Rose. Just I mean, look. Now here's the difference.
Mike hates the women of the 90s.
Jenny Gump did have a shit childhood, so I give her that. That sucks. But she then decided to take that and spend the next 40 years of her life till she died, basically taking advantage of a mentally handicapped guy who was completely in love with her. And I mean, anytime her life hit rock bottom, and this is why, you always say when people, and look, I'm going to go out, I'll tell you everybody, and people who have watched this show a long time, I've had family members and whatever who have passed, because of addictions, and it sucks. But if you keep enabling them, and every time they go to hit rock bottom, there's somebody there to pull them out, they're never going to learn their lesson, and they're going to keep going back. It's unfortunate. It sucks. And some of my I've had close family members go for the addiction reason. So I feel with that. But every time her life hit rock bottom, she would go back to Forrest Gump, the nicest person on the goddamn planet, who didn't know he was being taken advantage of, and she'd use him for a home, for food, for money, for whatever she needed, until she ran off again to be a dirtbag whore. So it is what it is. And then she has Forrest's kid, and Forrest for 5 years doesn't even know that he has a son with the lady that he is madly in love with. And that ending scene, everyone's all choked up because Forrest is so happy to have a son, and he gives the line is he smart or is he? And nobody's like, wait a minute, this lowlife didn't tell him earlier, and then that's not only affecting Forrest, that's affecting Forrest Jr. Forrest Jr. doesn't deserve to not know who his father is, especially when he's one of the greatest men alive, who takes care of everyone he loves. Jenny Gump. Oh, so the reason she's over Rose, is because Rose never took advantage of a mentally handicapped person. Whereas Jenny Gump did. She's my number 2, Maddie.
Okay. Well then. I'm going Kevin Spacey back to back with Kaiser Soze.
Wow, nice.
Loved Kaiser Soze. Loved Usual Suspects. Just that whole movie was such a mind fuck that, like, I remember the first time I watched it, I rented it or I borrowed it. My buddy's family owned the video store in the small town I was in at the time, and I borrowed it and I brought it home and I watched it like 7 o'clock, and by 9 o'clock I was watching it again. I was like, all right, we're doing this. Run it back. I have to see this. Fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, I cannot stress enough how good it is.
And Admiral A Mighty Buffoon comes in and says, this would have been in my, honorable mention area. Biff from Back to the Future, number 1 movie villain. Definitely can't argue that. Definitely a legendary villain. Maddie, my number 1 is like, it's when I hear villain, it's the first person that will always come to my mind. He's been mentioned several times in the comments section, and I didn't disappoint, folks. He is probably the most famous villain of all time, Darth Vader. As much as I like Darth Vader and he's badass and you're kind of root for him sometimes, when you think villain, you got to picture that mask and you got to picture that red lightsaber.
That's a good one, but he is not my number 1. My number 1 is the man himself, Mr. Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men.
Well, there you go. And I think that was also mentioned.
He was mentioned.
I think somebody else.
But No Country is my favorite movie of all time, so that was an easy one for me. He's just my favorite villain of all time. He's just so devoid of humanity and everything else. And it's so funny because Javier Bardem, who played him, literally was like, I hate violence. I don't drive. I don't know why they hired me, but so amazingly good.
All right, folks, this is the last show of the month. When we get out of this intermission report, I realize it's already an hour 45 into the show. We're going to go a little over. We're going to take your calls, but I want to remind everyone this is the last show of the month, so I'm making the run. I'm trying to get some sort of, train going here. Please, with the super chat, send in your super chats, gifted channel memberships, or if you're new, join the channel, become a channel member. I have some great ideas for channel member only videos and live streams that will be coming up. So, thank you in advance. And, and for all the people who have already sent in super chats and channel memberships, that is awesome. If you can't, that's okay. Here's what I want you to do. Hit that thumbs up button. It's free. It helps out the channel. More people, when you guys start calling in, hopefully, will see that we are live and you'll be seen by more people. That's awesome too. So free. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're new, subscribe. Before we come out of this intermission report, I just want to go through some of the things that people have already said. Let's go in there. I think I was the only one rooting for Vader in the Obi-Wan show. You weren't the only one. Jets Worldwide, wide. Check them out tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Says the Joker. You got another one for Biff Tannen. Mike's going to name his ex number 1. Hey, you know what? We were actually talking about this earlier today. My wife, and my first girlfriend were all hanging out today, and we all like to watch and kind of, what's the word when you watch someone but you don't really let them know you're watching? Like it's kind of like not stalk, but like whatever. But the girlfriend I had after my first girlfriend is friggin' insane, like literally insane. And I've over the years we have this text group of me, my wife, one of my ex-girlfriends, my wife's best friend, and there's a few other people we talk to about it who all will watch the videos, and it's absolute insanity. Like the way she taught, what she does, and whatever. And we've saved some videos, and I've actually thought of at the end of shows being like, hey, let's check in on my ex-girlfriend, and showing like a 20-second thing. It would blow your guys' mind how insane this person is. But anyway, thank you. No, I will not name her though. That will not be one of them. If you want to talk about worst women in movies, Joe. Oh yeah, the girlfriend of Matt Damon in Rounders. By the way, love Rounders.
Good one.
Great movie. Mike, you sure get emotionally involved. Yeah. There you go. Wesley Snipes and Demolition Man. I want to go to some and try to get some of those lists real quick. Here we go. Infrared comes in. Number 5, Joe Biden. Number 4, Kamala Harris. Number 3, Bill Gates. Number 2, Fauci. Number 1, Diddy the Diddler. Now, look, I agree those could be villains, but we said movie villains. I know that wasn't the original thing. It was just villains, but I think it was we kind of made it. We made it movie villains. What happened? Mike, who hurt you, dude? Trashing the girls.
Yeah,
you guys are fucking.
There were some good comments on this one.
Oh, I can't wait to go back after the show, like tomorrow or the next day, and read some of these. I'm just trying to go back and check to see. I know there were some lists, and I want to go through some of these lists, but it's kind of hard to go back on my phone. I apologize if I missed any, but guys, seriously. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and laugh at comments. Okay, we're gonna get out of this.
Yes,
Yeah.
John, we all know who Santa Anico Pandemonium is. She's from Dusk Till Dawn. We just don't have her as one of our favorite villains.
Oh, Jets, Jets. I have to be a little quiet. Everyone in the house, everyone in my mom's house is asleep. My kids are asleep. My wife is asleep. My mom, my stepdad, everyone's asleep. And I'm doing Jets chants in the basement like a buffoon. But thank you, John, coming in with $2. I do have the Jets chant. That's the thing. I have the Jets chant on here, but it's just so hard to work on my phone and do all this stuff. You would not believe. Here we go. There you go, John. Here you go. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our intermission report. When we get back out of the intermission report, I am going to drop the link in the description so that you guys can call in, get in on the conversation, talk to us about Jets Seahawks, talk to us about Jets rumors that are going around and how much bullshit they are. And, of course, call in and tell us your top 5 movie villains. That was the intermission report. We'll be right back. Hold on.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right, Maddie.
It was a good one. I'm glad we
All
did
right.
that.
No, that was good, and it had a lot of great comments in the comment section, and I appreciate all your guys' comments coming through. I'm trying to post the link once again. A lot harder to do than you'd think on a phone. Here we go. There we go. I was able to do it. Unbelievable. There's the link in the comments section. If you want to call in and talk to me and Maddie, and of course Murdog's gonna be joining us again. I would love you guys to call in once again. Top 5 movie villains, Jets Seahawks game, all that stuff. Call in, let us know what you think. Let's bring Murdog back in. Murdog, how you doing? Do you have any top 5 villains?
Yeah, I had some of the similar ones, so I didn't really put them in order, and then I put some others that I don't think anybody mentioned. I had Kaiser Soze, I had Hannibal Lecter, I had Thanos on the list. Now I'll name a few that I didn't hear anybody mention. I love Jigsaw.
Okay.
I don't know if I would want to call that a slasher movie because of how cerebral
I would
it was.
No, I would put Jigsaw in with the slashers, but
Okay.
I don't think he was really mentioned when we were talking slashers. So he definitely applies. Put it that way. He definitely applies to top
On the
movie
fence.
villains.
It was a gore movie, right? It's horror, but I was like, he was really just kind of the contractions did it, and it was very cerebral of how intelligent it was. I had Max Cady, Cape Fear.
Oh, from Cape Fear. Yeah.
Good one. Good
Scary
one.
That's
as
a
fuck.
good one.
Right. When he was an inspiration for Bray Wyatt's character.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And they mixed Bray. It's wrestling. He was used as inspiration, though. That's how good it was, right? That it was that memorable. I had Mickey and Mallory from Natural Born Killers on there.
Okay.
I hate that movie.
Wow, that was at the time. I loved that one. Bill Cutting, Daniel Day-Lewis, Gangs in New York. What a
Good
fucking
one.
savage in that movie.
Good one.
Bill Cutting. Yeah, he was terrifying in that movie. Alonzo Harris, Training Day. Denzel Washington played villain, which was odd for him, right? But he was really good as a villain. Then I have two. The last two I had was King Edward I from Braveheart. Like, I mean, that was one of my favorite movies of all time. And he was, oh man, he just wanted to jump through the screen.
Murdoch, did you ever see The Patriot?
Yes.
So do you know which guy I'm talking about with the dark Euro trash ponytail who killed both his sons?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I know the actor's name.
Yeah, I don't remember the actor's name or the character name, but that guy, man, whoo,
yeah.
He was a dick.
Yeah, well, he turned Mel Gibson into a maniac.
Well, actually, you just named another Mel Gibson movie. I'll name another Mel Gibson movie with a great villain. You guys ever see Ransom?
Oh, Ransom's good.
How about Gary Sinise in Ransom?
Yeah, he was good in that one.
And then he had Donnie Wahlberg from the NKO New Kids on the Block as one of his minions.
That's always gonna be one of my favorite lines from Ransom is when he looks at me and goes, "Listen, man, you know we're just making beds in a burning house, feeding that kid." Like when he's basically clues him in, he's like, "Yeah, we're killing this child no matter what."
Last two I got was actually a funny one. Was John Kreese, Karate Kid.
There you go.
Did you just hate that guy?
You know what though? Martin Cove is the nicest fucking dude in the world.
Yeah.
I literally back there. They're covered by my helmets, but I have a signed photo. I went up and talked to him at a Denver Fan Expo. My wife has a booth at, and I said, "Hey man, I just wanted to let you know." I said, "You taught me as a kid that there's a difference between the role and the actor." And he says, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, I knew you was the bad guy from Karate Kid." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I get that a lot." And he goes, "I said, but then I saw you in Cagney and Lacey, and you were a good guy, and it fucked me up." I was like, "Mom, that guy's bad. that dude, he's bad, Mom." And he was a good guy, and he just started laughing. He goes, "What's your mom's name?" And he just gave me a fucking free photograph for my mom. So I bought one for me. I was like, I can't just give her one. But he's like, "What's your mom's name?" And so he signed it to her and everything. My mom still has it framed. But nicest dude in the whole world. Like, just hanging out well after he was done signing, just chilling. Nicest guy in the world. So funny.
All right, guys, we do have guys, the link, anybody watching, the link is down in the description, or I'm sorry, not in the description. The link is in the comments. Just scroll up a little bit. You will see it. Give us a call. Let us know your top 5 movie villains. Give us your thoughts on the Jets and the Seahawks game, all that stuff. But we have one of our most loyal viewers, a friend of the show, coming in. And you never know what you're going to get from him. Is it going to be pessimism toward the New York Jets? Is he going to be wearing a Steelers shirt and a New England Patriots hat? What's going to go on? We're going to bring him in. Let's bring in John. How you doing, John?
That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, my buddy went to withdraw $20. He withdrew 200.
Wait, what happened?
We're at the ATM because we're going to get food. My buddy wanted $20. He took out 200 by mistake.
Well, no, that could work. No, but that could work because you're going to get the same ATM fee no matter how much you pull out.
Well, it's his bank, so it's his bank, so there's no fee.
Oh, so it's free.
I just thought that was really funny. The timing was too perfect on that.
That's good shit.
Be good. You sure you're not high right now?
I'm fucking high as fuck.
Why are you driving?
Because I've driven high for over a decade.
You guys aren't hearing any of this.
No, I'm fine with that. I've done the same for many decades. So
my boy, driving high and driving drunk is totally different.
Oh, absolutely. I would never drive drunk.
This is the Pats fan I live with.
Boo!
Oh I knew that was coming. He's been telling me about you guys. You guys got a good show going on, huh?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You can join us anytime. Well, anyway, I need to know, John, what are you calling in for? To trash on the Jets or to give us some movie villains?
Well, okay, really quick. I got Seattle 27-10. And then for movie villains, number one for me is Satanical Pandemonium because, my God, when I was 3 years old, I thought she was the prettiest woman in the world.
When you were 3?
My mom really, really sucked at parenting.
Jesus.
No, you can ask him. He knows my mom sucks at parenting.
All right, I feel like an accessory after the fact right now. I feel like
Just make sure you don't watch a football game while you're driving. That would be terrible.
That's a midnight Mike. That's a midnight Mike
that's
move.
the
That's a
least
midnight Mike
illegal
move.
thing that's happened so far on this stream.
And I will say, I am one of the few humble Pats fans out there. I'm not one of those obnoxious guys that are like, six rings. Like
He's really not.
Yeah. No, wait. Time out. No,
We're fucking
time
dog
out.
shit right
He may
now,
be.
bro.
He may. Nah, you may be humble now, but you weren't humble from
Yeah, were you humble then,
1999 to 2012 or 2016 or whatever.
He was insufferable.
No, trust me. Compared to the normal Pats fans, I wasn't that bad.
I'll give him a 50-50 on that because there were times like when they were beating the Jets, he would not shut the hell up.
But that's because he's a Jets fan and he's one of my best friends. I got no choice right there, right?
Buffalo Motivated comes into the comments section and says, all Pats fans are humble now. It's true. It's true.
It's coming from a Buffalo fan that's never won shit but a division crown.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Well, no, they do have 4 AFC championships, but those mean fuck all compared
That's
to
what
the
I just said. Nothing but a division crown. Like
conference crown.
They haven't won an AFC conference championship.
They went to 4th straight Super Bowl.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, not right now.
And even then, they still lost all 4 Super Bowls. So what are we talking
I
about?
decide if I like this guy or not. I think I do.
Don't
It's
worry,
a
he
hard
grows
one.
on you over
Like, I
time.
think I like this dude. It's kind of like
He grows on you over time.
kind of like as a Catholic being like, I know this guy's a terrorist, but he's got some good takes.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he is a ginger, so he is soulless.
I have no soul.
When this grows out, it does turn red, but there's a lot more gray in it than I'm comfortable with. So,
MJ, he's your brother, man.
all right, I'm gonna err on the side of no caution and say he's all right.
I'll take it.
I have a daughter who is my youngest daughter is a ginger, and we worry about her. We don't know what she's going to turn into, so we'll figure out in a couple. We'll figure it out in a couple years.
Right. Yeah, my daughter is a redheaded.
That's
child.
fair. That's fair.
Kid by fire.
Does the Pats fan have any favorite movie villains?
What even do you watch for movies? You're not really a movie guy.
When it comes to movies, I'm very basic. Probably my favorite villain would probably be the Joker. I'm a big Batman fan. I love the Batman series.
He cried when Heath Ledger died.
I did not. That's just an exaggeration. He's trying to look good for the podcast on that one.
You were pretty pissed, dude.
So was Heath Ledger your favorite Joker?
He was my favorite, yes. But trust me, I did not cry. He's fucking exaggerating.
I didn't cry, but I was definitely sad after seeing his performance.
Yeah.
But I will say, Jack Nicholson a close second. You could argue Jack Nicholson's the best.
You really could.
Nicholson's good.
Yeah, he's very good. Very good.
I mean, and you're talking to somebody who has every issue of Batman and Detective Comics since 1977, so I can't say I'm an expert on the issue.
That's what's up. I fucking love Batman. He's been my favorite ever since I was a kid. I was for Halloween. I was Batman 7 years in a row.
You got to check out the Absolute Batman that just came out by Scott Snyder. It's a different take, but it's really good.
Oh, bet. All
Dark Soldier. Dark Soldier wants to know if you two are married.
No, hell no. I got laid today. He didn't.
Okay, because Buffalo Motivated said yes, they are.
Well, I mean, we have been best friends for what, 15 years, give or take.
About that.
I mean, you might as well be banging.
No, hell no. I don't think my girl would appreciate that very much.
What? Friends listen to Endless Love in the Dark?
Okay, Happy. You're not flipping a softball like that by me.
Hey Ray, real quick, is there any truth? I keep seeing I keep seeing the Shooter McGavin account, which is run by was it Chris McDonald? Oh, what's his name?
I know who you mean. Yeah, the actor who plays him though.
Yeah, he keeps saying there's going to be a Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, there is.
I keep seeing that a Netflix movie like next year. I keep seeing that.
Is it one of the? Because Adam Sandler signed a contract to do X amount of Netflix movies, and the funny thing is that one of them, which is the one the one he did with Chris Rock with where their two kids were getting married.
Yeah.
Okay, my cousin is one of Adam Sandler's daughters in that movie.
No way. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yep. It's just not the daughter who gets married, but the one under her, the middle daughter or the younger daughter. She's maybe middle school freshman age. Yeah, that's my cousin. She was the flower girl at my wedding.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man.
Cool.
Let's see. For other villains, though, definitely John Doe from Seven. Phenomenal. Absolutely great.
There
if
you go.
Guys remember Seven. Yeah. Love that movie. Then the original Terminator from the first one. Great villain. Constantly overlooked.
Yeah, I agree.
Because everybody loves Robert Patrick, as you guys were saying.
Oh, yeah, man. But they're both great when they're bad.
Exactly. And then realistically, I know it's another from Dusk Till Dawn character, Seth Gecko, because don't forget, he is a villain in that movie.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero in that movie.
He is an anti-hero, but dude, for the first half of the movie, he is the villain. He's the main bad guy.
That was the movie that made me really be like, George Clooney can play a fucking badass.
He really can, dude. Because he was what, McDreamy?
I really wanted him to play the gunslinger in the Stephen King series. I was like, he would have been a really good Roland in that shit. But
he definitely would have, but he went all freaking. I mean, the last good thing he did was Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Damn, that was fast.
He had some great deliveries in Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah, dude, that was my guilty pleasure movie.
I just want to say Spirit in the Sky came in and said, let's go Seattle. I think you're new to the channel. I want to let you know, we all agree that I don't think there's a Jets fan who's come on this show. I don't think there's a Jets fan that has been in the comments, except one that has not picked Seattle to just completely destroy the Jets. I think we had one I think maybe Murdoch had it a 3 or 4 point game. Everybody else had it in double digits. But Spirit in the Sky, you are always welcome on this channel to come talk shit. We don't block people. We don't ban people. We're not one of those channels. So welcome to the channel. And hey, look, you know what? If you guys win, it benefits you guys way more than if we win, than it would benefit us. It would actually hurt us because the Jets are the kind of team, and we talked about this earlier in the show, that will win games like this because we're not making the playoffs, but then it'll keep us out of that top 5 draft pick, area, and just take one of the worst seasons that the Jets have ever had in the history of our franchise and give us nothing in return. They'll give us like a 10th or 11th or 12th pick. And I'm sure John, our pessimistic Jets fan, can agree with that.
Hey, hold on, Mike. MJ, repeat yourself. That's exactly what he says every single week I talk to him. He's like, the Jets will find a way to fuck up getting a top 5, top 3 pick. Because that's what they do. They do it every fucking year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out he's actually a Jets fan. He's just as upset as we are.
Well, actually, he can confirm this. Up until we drafted Zach Wilson and hired Robert Saleh, I literally was, this is our fucking year every single year, insufferably.
He was a very delusional Jets fan. I had to live through the Mark Sanchez days when they went to back-to-back AFC championships, and this guy thought they were the next powerhouse.
Yep, the Sanchez.
Hey, it looked like it. I'm not going to deny that. I was pumped during those eras. Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah, you guys definitely had your moments. I definitely won't take that away.
Real quick, Scott, Murdoch did not pick the Jets. He picked Seattle by 3, I believe. Right, Murdoch?
No, I picked the Jets.
He did pick the Jets.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Murdoch. This is bullshit. I'm taking Murdoch out of here.
Oh, wow.
He actually got rid of him.
Murdoch's gone. No, I'm going to bring him back. But that's a wise ass thing to say there, Murdoch. I'm just going to let you know. You don't fucking pick the Jets. That's embarrassing.
I said,
it's just as embarrassing as the.
My reasoning was now that we're 3-8 and out of the playoffs, now we'll find a way to fuck up the draft pick. We'll win games we're not supposed to. That was my reasoning.
2021 all over again. Let's go beat the number one defense.
We can. We can beat anybody, but we just can't win what we're supposed to.
However, Mike, my all-time favorite villain in modern cinema has got to go to the Democratic Party for absolutely fucking destroying Hollywood, and we just ran over a possum.
Nice. Earlier today, I'm riding down one of the roads here, and I was heading to my favorite. And by the way, if there are any Jets actually watching over at One Jets Drive, you want a good sandwich? Go to the Great Wazoo in Parsippany on Route 46. Best sandwiches in the goddamn world. But I'm heading over there, and in front of me, and now I'm in an SUV. I'm in a GMC Acadia. And in front of me is this low riding with one of the spoilers on the back, big muffler car. There was a dead deer on the side of the road, and they literally swerved and to run over it. And it sprayed blood and guts everywhere. And I'm like, what are you doing? Your car is like lowered till you're like a couple inches off the ground, and they just tore this deer up. Mike, it was disgusting.
Like, one question you should never ask, and me and Maddie can both attest to this: never ask how stupid someone can be, because trust me, you're going to find someone dumber, and your IQ is going to drop because of what they've gone through, because of what you're going to see and hear.
100%. Yep.
Seriously, you want to see dumb people hang out in prison for one day? You will feel like you deserve the fucking Nobel Prize. Any kind of like
the beauty of Graveyard Shift, though. After doing 1 week of that, I'm like, wow. I don't have to talk to any of these motherfuckers.
Nah, dude, I love Graveyard Shift, man. Especially when it's your OT. You sit there and you get paid a mad amount of money to do literally nothing.
Yeah,
it's great.
They the only interaction I had is one guy at about 4:45 in the morning buzzed in and was like, "Hey, what time you got, man?" And that was it.
I mean, I've had a couple interactions with idiots doing things that might get you in trouble, so I'm not going to say them specifically. But let's just say, Maddie, they were looking for some boy-on-boy love, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, all I know is the area I left just had a successful self-hanging, so I wasn't there, and I can't be blamed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your guys' job seems so much fun.
I mean, yeah,
98% of the time it's peaceful. 2% of the time it's go time.
If Marilyn Manson wrote Reno 911.
Holy shit, that's dark. But yeah, I
don't even know how to compute that, Maddie. If Marilyn Manson wrote Reno 911.
It's one of those, Mike. It really is one of those things. You don't get it until you do it.
Yeah, it's very true.
Like, people can talk about it, have an idea of it, but all the shit you see on TV,
nothing.
Not even close. Like that scared straight shit. If any inmate ever got in an inmate's face like that, or especially got in an officer's face, that dude is going down faster than you can say, what the hell happened?
Gravity is getting turned up on him real fast.
Big time.
On Scared Straight, they don't get the inmates don't get in officers' faces. They bring little fifth graders in, and then the inmates get in the fifth grader's face.
What we're saying is that is so overly exaggerated, like it's not even funny. Like if an inmate ever got that way, that dude would be put down by the inmates before we even got our hands on him. And we're talking that's going to go off like that. It's really not like that. But the whole hold my pocket kind of shit, that is real. But a lot of what you see is just what they allow you
all that crap
to see.
Because
so there's a lot more that goes on.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's a whole different world, man. And that's
all right,
my favorite horror story, my life.
That? I mean, look.
My favorite horror story is my life.
You and Matt. Well, no, the stuff you and Maddie have told me about your jobs, it just seems absolutely insane. So it's really definitely not something
Those are
that
just like the extreme. Those are the extremes, because most of the time you show up, do your job, and go home. But when shit goes sideways, it literally is the titty twister and From Dusk Till Dawn. It kicks off like that. It's time to party.
Yeah, it can happen that way.
It really can.
And I'm assuming you guys as COs and whatever have it's like you guys have a lot of respect and whatever. Like if if something happens to one CO, the other COs are coming in and fucking shit up.
Yeah, it's like a hornet's
Let's
nest.
put it this way: someone puts their hands on me, there will be 10 guys in that room in 10 seconds. that guy knows he's going to get his ass kicked too. But yeah, from when we go home, we'll die for each other. And that's not hyperbole. Inside, yes. Outside, hey, do your own thing.
Yeah, outside there's a lot of people where I'm like, oh, I'm letting you get your ass kicked. But inside, there's a different code.
Between the hours of 3:45 to midnight, I'll die for you. We're in the parking lot. Maybe go play in traffic.
DB94 comes in and says, Mike, how are you going to stream from a bar without a beverage in hand? I've had one the whole night, and every stream I ever do, I have a beverage in hand. So there it is. It's just how we roll here.
Figures to be an idiot with a Mercedes who doesn't realize his tire's flat. How much you want to bet it's a chick?
Alrighty then.
No, don't get me started on that. I flipped out on the ride down here from Connecticut. A person was. I was in the fast lane. A person kind of swerving back and forth, and almost swerves into our lane and hits our car. And my wife looks over, and it's like she's like, that girl's on her phone, and that because that's why she was swerving. And I just not thinking. I went, it's always a goddamn woman. So. But yeah, it is what it is. She didn't. Honestly, my wife didn't even disagree.
My dad's like, anytime if I'm driving with my dad, anytime another driver makes a stupid move, he's always like, "Oh, that dumb bitch." And I'm like, it's actually a dude. He's like,
well, even today, we stopped at a Wegmans. Real quick, which is a supermarket if you're not from the New Jersey area. We stopped at a Wegmans and we were about to pull out of the parking lot.
Everybody knows what it is by now.
No. That's Stu Leonard's. That's a different. Okay. That's the supermarket I always talk about. But this is another supermarket, and we're pulling out of the parking lot, and we had to wait for this person who was coming in front of us and turning into our lane of parking, and it was the slowest, most ridiculous turn. It was almost like this person in a regular standard 4-door, car was driving a Mack truck. They were being so careful. And as they pull around, it's this little old Asian lady. And my wife looks and goes, damn, that is like a caricature of what I would have expected the driver of that car to be. And I was like, all right, this is why we're married. Like, just she doesn't care if you make a joke about, women or women driving or whatever. So it is what it is. I love the
to lighten up.
Exactly. We love the ladies on the Midnight Mike Show for everything you do. All you ladies out there.
All right, Mike. Well, hey, it was good talking to you guys.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys get going to go to other people. I went way over on this one.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Well, I don't even know if we can go to other people. It's been getting so late, and I can't keep being so loud because I got 5 other people asleep in this house. But right, guys, thank you for being on, John. You're always welcome.
I'll talk to
you. By the way, one last thing. To anybody in your audience, if you haven't seen From Dusk Till Dawn, go watch it. Phenomenal movie. My second all-time favorite behind Halloween. Enjoy yourselves.
So, Johnny.
Have a good night.
All right. Well, that happened.
All right. Troy, this is our Australian buddy, comes in and says, my wife recently said to me, you need to get more in touch with your feminine side. So I went out and crashed her car. That's good. I like that. Did you ever see? Did you guys know? I don't know if Maddie knew, but we did top 5. We did top 5 comedians in the intermission report before, and I mentioned Sebastian Maniscalco. You guys, do you guys watch? Yeah. Have you guys watched Sebastian Maniscalco at all?
I've seen a little bit.
Okay, he has this one bit where his wife comes in and says,
you recommended it.
I hit some, there's a little graze on the car, and Sebastian's talking about how in his family, everyone freaks out and gets mad because he's Italian and whatever. And I'm the same way. Like I freak out like really easily. And he goes, well, can we go outside and see what your definition of a graze is? And then he mimics himself walking outside, and he goes, we need a new door, because it's just the whole side of the car is dented in. And so that's what I thought of with Troy's joke there. A guy yelled at my ex-wife while she was driving with her dog. You don't let why don't you let the dog drive? Okay, guys, this isn't a thing to just start bashing on women. We love the ladies on the Midnight Mike show, and I think. Hey, look, I have a higher percentage. Most jet shows say that there's the 4%, the 4% of female viewers. Over the past couple months, we have been statistically consistent at about 6% of female viewers. I think we just lost them. I'm just saying. They're gone. All gone. Guys, do you have anything else you want to say? We are 15 minutes over. I don't want to go. I could put the link back in, but we went long tonight. We had a great show. But like I said, I got to get back to my studio tomorrow. And so Tuesday night, I can yell and scream all I want without having to worry about waking anybody up.
Yeah, well, I got a couple things.
All right, Murdoch, let us know.
Say it's a good night. Had a good time tonight. Gonna try and hit the hay and just watch the game tomorrow because I'm a masochist.
I hear you. What I had was hearing your guys' list to go back to the movies. 7 has to be one of my all-time favorite movies, and you guys was dead on with that with John Doe. He really did a great role as the villain. That was definitely, he's got to be way up there. And the fact that he did 2 villains like that, and he's a villain in real life, that's crazy.
I disagree.
I don't know. If you're
how many times can they find this fucking dude not guilty? And so much so that the guy who keeps coming.
Who are we talking about? Spacey?
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but I won't buy into this court of public opinion bullshit because no criminal charges, constantly.
I agree.
So much so that this dude had to pay for his lawyer. And the fact of the matter is that his whole career got ruined by what appears to be, I mean, you go to court, you bring as much evidence as you can, baseless accusation. You want to prove him guilty? Show me he's guilty, fine. But all I've seen is some kid says that when he was 12, his parents dropped him off at a party in Malibu in the 80s. And I'm going, maybe you should be suing your parents. So I'm sorry, but
Maddie,
I will not stand for that bullshit because I do not.
I'm with you, Maddie. And what I will say is, are most people in Hollywood sick and perverse? Yes. Are most people in Hollywood probably guilty of sexual assault? Probably, yeah. And is Kevin Spacey? He could be, but I'll tell you what, nothing was proven. Yeah, exactly. Innocent until proven guilty. So I'm with Maddie on that one.
There was reasonable doubt, and he was found not guilty. We have a system, and it is what it is.
It's tough to prove, but they had multiple people. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I mean, who's not going to go after somebody with a shitload of money and start piling it on?
I don't know. There was a couple young guys on the set, on different sets, so it was the vulnerable. If it's not true, it's not true.
Kevin Spacey hit on probably jumped into that shit that wasn't gay.
Maybe, but
I'm sorry.
We don't know.
I just don't think it's fair for a guy's whole life and career to get ruined, especially somebody who's a very good actor. When again, prove it. Show me.
Wait, I don't think. Real quick, I don't think being a very good actor has anything to do with it. No one's life should be ruined over baseless accusations, period.
But it just stings more that basically we lost. We're not going to see Kevin Spacey in all these amazing roles that he could be in now because nobody wants to hire him on hearsay.
Do you want to know what my favorite Kevin Spacey film is?
The Ref with Dennis Leary.
Not The Ref. Murdoch, do you know?
Kevin Spacey.
Oh, I bet it's American Beauty.
It's not American. I actually don't like that movie that much.
You and my wife.
It's a little creepy. Okay. A little creepy. My favorite Kevin Spacey movie is K-Pax with Jeff Bridges.
Yes.
K-Pax.
Wow.
Dude.
I'll have to check that
out. That movie is fucking awesome.
K-Pax is good.
Okay. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
He calls everything produce. You guys got great produce.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, yep. I don't want to give away too much, but people think he's an alien and
very good movie.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. It's like a real mind bender. Real quick, Troy comes in and says, my NFL bet, he says, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Houston, Minnesota, Seattle, Colts, Redskins, Bucks, Rams, Philly, Buffalo, Denver. Guy, all I could say is go back to our picks and you'll see what our thoughts are. a lot of those seem like the teams we kind of picked. But I would never, once again, never go by what we say. We give that pre-warning every show. So please don't bet things on what we say. Go by your gut, go by your instinct.
Yeah.
And if you think it's a good bet,
if you go with our picks, you can't blame us. Just like if you go with our picks and you win big, we're not showing up with like where's our cut?
That we might do.
You're welcome to send us money, but
I think Kim had a good one earlier. Back for the movies, Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo.
Oh, okay.
He played that.
Oh yeah.
Because I think he's one of my favorite actors of all time because he could do everything well. Like comedy, serious.
World's Greatest Dad is an amazing movie that he's in.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Check it out. What's really funny is Bobcat Goldthwait's the director of that movie too.
Bobcat. Wow. I didn't know.
Bobcat. But check out World's Greatest Dad. Trust me. We'll talk later on. Shoot me a message on Twitter after you watch it. But
I've seen so many thousands of movies.
Same.
I'm trying to think, did I see that one? I don't think so because
you would remember this one, I promise.
I probably missed that one, but yeah, no, he was. And Mommy Dearest, Joan Crawford.
Great movie.
Yes, I put that up on the screen earlier.
Yeah, because I totally forgot about that, but I remember being terrified as a child when I saw that because of the beatings that little girl took, and that stuck with me.
Actually, you want to go even older, and I doubt anyone has seen this movie. I will be shocked if anybody has actually seen this movie and remembers it. Black and white. That's how far I'm going back. Betty Davis, Joan Crawford in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Baby Jane. Yeah, I've seen it.
And Betty Davis plays their sisters. Not Joan Crawford. Is it Joan? No,
it's I know. Yeah, Betty.
God damn it, she was gorgeous.
Baby Jane is a wild ass movie.
Why can't I remember her name? God damn it!
Because it's fucking 11:30 on a Saturday night and you've been drinking.
That's very possible. But basically, they play sisters, and they're both actresses, and they both grow up as child actresses. And Betty Davis's character, Baby Jane, was huge as a child actress, but then her sister got more famous once they became teenagers, and she became the legitimate actress. Yeah, and so it makes Betty Davis go crazy because eventually her sister gets paralyzed, and now Betty Davis has to take care of her. But like all the fan mail and everything and all the movies on television aren't her old stuff as a kid. It's her handicapped sisters who's much more famous and whatever, and it drives her fucking crazy. And oh man, is that a good movie. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, guys, check it out.
Yeah, it's worth your time for sure.
I got a football thing, a Jets thing.
All right.
I'll close it out on that. What do you think about, because I've seen for weeks, everyone's trying to say Woody Johnson sell the team. And I've seen something earlier. What about a Bezos or a Musk buying the team?
I would have no problem with it.
Top two richest people in the world.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It depends on how hands-on they would insist on being.
Well, Musk, I don't think so.
No, I think I said this. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but I said that I think Elon Musk would be a great owner for the team because the reason Elon Musk is so successful is because Elon Musk knows how to delegate. The best businessmen and all that know how to delegate responsibility. Whether it's
and everybody would have to play Iron Man. You'd have fucking linemen playing wide receiver when they're on the. I'm kidding, obviously.
Well, now think about this. Woody Johnson's good chance he goes back to England to be the ambassador. Yep. So he's tied with Trump. So was Elon. They might be like, hey, listen, you're getting older. You want to sell a team? I'll buy it. Yeah, Woody's. Well, I didn't say that part. Maddie, I missed that.
I said Woody ain't selling the team. I mean,
he might. He might be like, I'm getting older. Fuck this.
It'd be nice if he did.
Of it. But then Elon would have an inside track because of the Trump relationship. Now and Bezos tried to buy the Redskins and he lost out to I guess it was the group, but it was $6 billion. What they sell for 6.9, but he was willing to put up. He just missed getting the Redskins last year, so he wants to be an NFL owner. So Just throwing it out there. Like, he's got the money to even overpay if that's what's needed.
Yeah, no, he could easily overpay if he needed to.
Yeah, we're valued at like $6.9 billion, I believe.
That's like chump change to Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk is like, yeah, that's how much I pay for toilet paper.
Elon Musk worth over $300 billion, or like 302, something in that area, and Bezos is at 223 billion. So they can do it with, zero fucks given. It's not like their whole and they don't need any partners. But I'm just saying, guys like that, competitive people that want to succeed, you might I'd be all for it.
Real quick, Scott says, Mike, it was Joan Crawford. So thank you. I appreciate that with the confusion. And Troy, our Australian pal here, comes in and says, great show, guys. 2:30 p.m. Sunday afternoon here down under. Enjoyed a few beers watching the show. I based my NFL bets on your in the comments. Okay, you know what? Once again, please don't blame us. And then he says, if I win the 4,500, I'll buy the Jets money. That ain't going to buy the Jets, and you will all have a job. But if you do end up buying the Jets, I'll take the job. But you ain't going to do it with $4,500. You're going to need a little bit more than that. Maybe we can all do a pool, get that money in together, and get and buy the Jets as all the fans own the Packers kind of deal.
Know what we should do next year is when we make the picks, we should keep track.
Oh yeah, actually keep score.
Keep score, yeah. And I don't know, maybe have something on the line, or like like in my fantasy football league, last place is a punishment.
Right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I'm wondering real quick, Troy, do you happen to know Bearing or Bluey? But more I want to know about if you know Bearing. But let me know if you know who that is. Not personally necessarily. I understand Australia is a pretty big country. But yeah, real quick, last question. Here we go. So what do you think about Soto's family looking at a house in the Boston area? He's going to the Mets or the Yankees. He ain't going anywhere else. I'm sorry.
New York City, nobody's worried about
Especially as a
ain't gonna
handed hitter. No left-handed hitter really wants to go to Boston. But he does go opposite field a lot.
Yeah.
Shit.
I just think it's going to be Mets or Yankees.
Yeah, I don't see him leaving the metro area.
And what's up with the Dodgers getting Blake Snell? Like, how could they just keep putting potential Hall of Famers on the roster? It's like, I don't get it. It's like it shouldn't be allowed.
They're doing crazy money work where they're moving money back to this year and that year and making these long contracts and pulling all the Bobby Bonilla kind of style contracts to kind of get around what they can and cannot spend. But baseball, once again, it's baseball. It's not other sports. They can spend just tons of money.
Well,
it is what it is. Ricky coming in super late. I'm sorry getting here at the end of the show. You actually missed a great show, Ricky. But he is a channel moderator. I thank you so much, Ricky.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, and Ricky, I saw the picture of you and Thanksgiving with your daughter and everything. I'm so happy that you had a good time. Yeah, absolutely. So, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody who watched and is watching. Guys, I hope everybody had a great time and get home safe. I know people are still traveling. I'm traveling back tomorrow. Just everybody get home safe and all that and get prepared for Christmas. John Soto is coming to the Sox, and Ortiz is a here. Get the fuck out of here. He's not going to the Sox. Thank you, T-Dobbs. I appreciate that very much. But all right, Murdoch, we're going to have to let you go. You will be live tomorrow during the Jets-Seahawks game on the _Jets stream. You can see it right below Murdoch there. But you just go into YouTube, hit the _Jets stream, put in Murdoch, you'll find it. And he always does great shows. It's a great chill hangout spot to watch the Jets game. And Murdoch, if you have anything else to say, otherwise, thank you for being on the show, and we will see you on Tuesday, hopefully.
Love you guys. Thanks for having me.
You too, brother.
Hopefully I see some faces tomorrow.
I'm sure we'll see you at some point during the game.
Because misery loves company.
Sure does.
There you go. Thank you, Murdoch.
All right, guys.
Oh, that was a little early, but it is what it is.
What you do every time. They expect that.
Yeah. He's coming, and he's going to be the guy in Boston for a decade. No, he's not. And once again,
your kebabs
look,
and shut up.
He's gonna. It's Mets or Yankees, buddy. But thank you, John.
Yeah, John.
I appreciate it.
Real quick, before I bounce, I just hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I'm glad to see everybody had a good time tonight. And well, I guess we'll talk about it Tuesday. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if DB can't help me with the computer issues till I get a new computer, I might start doing a couple shows, even if it's in my studio with my phone or whatever. I might just do a few like this, because when it's like this, I can get to so many more comments. I can do so many more things interactive with the audience because it's not lagging down my stream and my computer.
Yeah.
So. So I may if we have a problem one week, maybe the next week I'll come in and do it this way, but eventually I will hopefully be saving up enough to get a decent computer and get that all fixed out in my studio. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, well, good night, everybody. I had a great time, and we will see you on Tuesday.
See you later, Maddie. All right, folks. This is the Midnight Mike Show. I am coming to you. I always come to you from the Long Island Sound in Connecticut, and we always have a great time. But on holidays, Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, sometimes around Christmas, I come to you from my mom's house. We are in Morris County, New Jersey, about 5-10 minutes down the road from One Jets Drive. And, I always love coming to you from my mom's country western bar. Actually, I wish I could show you more of it, but, it's whatever. Maybe one day I'll do like a video, like kind of tour thing where I can, like just show you around, because it's awesome. We have, beautiful sofas, a wood-burning stove, and my mom's decorating for Christmas already. It looks awesome, and I love being here. I love seeing family. I saw tons of family over the weekend. I spent Thanksgiving Day with my mom's family and that side of the family. The next day, my dad celebrated Thanksgiving, had like 35 people over his house, and I had an outstanding time there. Then today, more people came to my mom's house, and we continued the celebration. So it is what it is. Tomorrow, I drive home, where I will not be watching the Jets game on the ride home back to Connecticut and whatever. Won't be watching it. I'll be watching it. But anyway. Guys, you guys kicked ass tonight, not only in the comments. I can't wait to go look at those thumbs up. While you're in here, guys, on your way out, hit the thumbs up. It's free, okay? If you're new, hit the subscribe button. But the most important thing, I see a good amount of you in here. Hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the show. The YouTube algorithms, all that stuff are based, for some reason, on comments and how much thumbs up you have. And you guys have no idea how much it helps. When I come into the show and I see the numbers and I go, oh, guys, hit that thumbs up button. And I know a few of you do, the numbers go up. And then like 20 minutes later, I'll come back in and say, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Let's do it. And I know a few of you do. And then I see the numbers go up. So you think maybe it's just something, every show asks. I'm not telling you to just do it for my show. I'm telling you to do it for any show that you enjoy on YouTube. Okay, because that's how more eyes get on the product. That's how YouTube content creators get more people in their comment section, more people donating or joining the channel and all that. And that's how favorite shows of yours can continue to broadcast year in and year out, because not only does it motivate, but it also helps them up their equipment. Like me, I need to get a whole new computer. I need to get another microphone. I have another new camera coming. And that's all because of help and donations and super chats and all that stuff from you guys. So thank you again so much for your support of the Midnight Mike Show. Tomorrow, once again, a quick reminder, I will be driving home during the Jets game, and all the plans will be that I will be home and able to put out my reaction video normal. It'll come out about a half hour after the game ends, but I can't control traffic. I can't control accidents. I can't control all that stuff on my route. So if it has to come out a little bit later, it will. You can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on all that stuff, just like this show, at Midnight Mike Show. So if I'm going to be a little late, maybe I'll put a little note on Twitter or something like that to let everybody know that my reaction video may be a little late. Okay? So here we are coming to you from Morris County, New Jersey, about 5-10 minutes away from One Jets Drive. I am Midnight Mike. I'm about to go check out all your guys' final comments. Great show tonight. It's hard to pull off on a phone and a headset, but I think we did it pretty well. Thank you again, all that donated. I'm Midnight Mike. Can't wait to see you next time. JETS, 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 Jets. We may have all picked you to lose, but I will always root for you to win. Good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Fuck the Red Sox. That'll be my final thing to say on this show. Fuck the Red Sox. One of my least favorite teams in any sport.